What is good? What is good? What is good? What is good? Yeah. What's good, my people? What's good? All right, bet. All right. Salute to everybody that came in the building, everybody that's going to be coming into the building. Since there's no fights today and I had some time, you know, I was chilling. So why not? Why not? I'm coming at 4. We'll talk about some boxing. I'm sitting here watching Shakur walk everybody down the real. This is I don't even know what this is called, but they showing his old fights, like a bunch of his old fights. You know how they do. You know when a fight's coming up, they show a bunch of fighters' old fights. You know what I mean? Anticipation for the fight because he got a good one coming up with Tio. You know, hopefully 2026 will be highly entertaining when it comes to boxing. There's a lot of fights that can be made. We have new champions, new weight classes. We got people moving out of weight classes to new weight classes. You know, promotes different matchups. I'm here for it. I know all of y'all are here for it. We're gonna get into this show though, for real. I'm gonna drop the link early. I want to talk about what I want to play a couple bits of Shakur's interview, and yeah, we're gonna get it. Salute to you, Mike Biggs, boxing. What is popping with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming in the building. First one in the building. Definitely appreciate you. Salute to you, all things. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for sliding through. Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA, is in the building. What is good with you, Queen? I see you doing your Thug Dizzle over there on the MMA side. I see you doing your thing. Keep dropping them shorts. Keep dropping them shorts. That's a quick way to get out there. And salute to you. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody that celebrates, I think, Christmas is mostly for the kids, but it's supposed to be a positive time, so I'm here for it. Janet Miss Jackson, if you nasty music. That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like. I didn't make that beat. I got it off of YouTube, for real, off of their little YouTube studio thing that they be doing. Hold up. Let me get this off the screen. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me do all of this now. Copy. Tay say you can hit this link too. You already know. You already know. But okay. I haven't been keeping up with my MMA. I don't even really know what's going on. What's going on. For real. But yeah. We're gonna get into some boxing talk early. I wanna talk about the Shakur's interview. Salute to the Queen. Yes, indeed, boxing is in the building. Salute Shawana Allah. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Salute to you, Skills. What is popping with you? Salute to you. Salute. Skillmatic. Skillmatic in the building. What is good with you? Um, Lee Jackson. What is popping? Salute to you, King. Salute to all the queens and kings came in the building. Now, they haven't dropped this whole interview yet. They haven't dropped the interview yet, but we're gonna listen to the pieces that they did. Well, two of them. Share screen. Two of them. That's on here. Hold up. I think this is. Salute to the art of dialogue.
Lamont Roach, a
Hold
hell
up.
of a fighter.
Oh yeah, I know what I did wrong. I don't know how to fix it though now. Where is it? That shit still didn't work. Oh wow. I'm telling me I'm gonna have to get out all of these tabs because I muted that shit. Well, there it is. It came back. Hold up. I'm having technical difficulties. Give me a second.
Shador, how you feel about what he's going through right now?
All right. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Straight. My bad. Hold up. This shit is extra.
A hell of a fighter, bro. I got none but respect for that guy. He's actually one of my friends in the sport that I would fight. You know, a lot of people sit on these podcasts, these blogs, and they'll tell you, "Oh, Shakur won't fight his peoples. He won't fight." I only gave y'all two people in the sport that I wouldn't fight, and that's Bud Crawford and Keyshawn Davis. But I'm actually friends with a lot of these guys out here, and um, I will fight them. So I think that's a big narrative that just need to be put to sleep. But me and Lamont, we done talked about fighting before, and
Okay. All right. I wanted to say, yo, what about Africa? You feel me? What about Africa? Salute to you, AD Solo. What is popping with you, King? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. Salute to Judah Ben Israel TV is in the building. What is good with you? What's good? What about Africa? You remember Africa and Keyshawn just went back and forth, and Keyshawn had to bring up the fact that anytime Africa got out or started to get out on Keyshawn or something like that, whatever. Anytime he was doing his thug dizzle, it was only because Shakur Stevenson was hyping him up. So Shakur Stevenson brothers is Keyshawn. Keyshawn's the one that he ain't gonna fight. We already know he ain't fighting Bud. Bud not even fighting no more. It's over. Like, so it's one person. So it's just Keyshawn. But Keyshawn claimed that, man, he was always on your side. Every time he was around when we sparred, he was always on your side. He was always popping you. That's what he was saying. So it's like him fighting at 140, is he going to fight at 140 and go back down to 135 talking about Shakur Stevenson? Is he? I don't really know about that. I don't really know. Because Richard Hitcherson is at 140. You feel me? Like, will y'all fight each other? Will y'all fight each other? Huh? No problem, AD Solo. Salute to you, Mike. What is good? Which King definitely appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, happy holidays. Happy holidays. You don't think they know? Come on, they're gonna have to tell me something better than that though, Shawada.
I would love to get share the ring with him.
And
Yeah,
he claimed to be friends with. Listen, all of this friend stuff just means they came up together, and these are the people you claim for real, for real. Like all of y'all, and y'all didn't even come up together for real, for real. Like bro, y'all basically like was fighting around the same time. You feel me? Like this is the same type of shit. Like EJ and Sean Porter, not like y'all coming up at around the same time. Basically, y'all know of each other. Y'all know of each other and shit like that. Like for real. Like you just claiming friends because you cool with certain people. You feel what I'm saying? But that really doesn't mean like y'all can't fight for real, for real. And to see how Shakur Stevenson fights, to see how he fight, you know what I mean? As far as the way he move, talking about Lamont Roach, and y'all are you cool with Lamont Roach, but you'll fight Lamont Roach, like that's your one, like that's what you're saying, like you know what I'm saying? I'm friends with him and I'll fight him. I'm just saying I'm brothers with Keyshawn, so that's only one person that I'll fight, but I'll fight all these people that I'm cool with. Like man, it sound good, but only to like certain people, because a lot of people are going to excuse it. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't really matter. His excuses, Shakur's excuses is what I'm talking about. Like I don't like his excuse. All right, if you're not gonna fight each other, but bang, like let it be that. But people really wasn't asking for Shakur and Keyshawn to really fight each other. Y'all came out cool with each other. Like nobody immediately was like, y'all should fight. Like it's just like, Tank Davis and Scooter Davis. Like people aren't immediately saying they should fight each other, and they fight in the same weight class. Who's looking for that fight? Nobody. Nobody was really looking for Shakur and Keyshawn to fight. They kept bringing this shit up. They kept bringing it up and putting it in fans' mind and shit with the face-offs and the talking to each other like, yo, I'm never gonna fight you. I'm never gonna fight. Like, bro, you keep saying it for on camera. Never, we didn't have the thought that y'all was gonna fight. But it's the cheerleading leading for each other is fine, but to some people it's not, because it's to an extreme, as far as Shakur and Shakur's friends like Africa both saying that Shakur is going to move up, fight Tio, get the title and drop it, and then say I'm gonna drop it for Keyshawn Davis. That's why people don't like the cheering. Like cheering for each other is fine, but that, like all the way to that, that's the problem.
I've been seeing that online. People coming at you for saying that you won't fight Keisha.
I just don't understand it. Like I get um how you feel when you don't know somebody's relationship with
Bullshit.
somebody, but if this is my brother, my right hand man that I look at, why am I putting on the show in front of y'all people? What am I fighting my brother for in front of the world? And that could fuck up our relationship, because at the end of the day, I'm competitive as he's competitive as it gotta be a winner, it gotta be a loser.
All right, now them being competitive, they sparred each other a bunch of times. Like I'm just saying, for you to really look at it as like I'm not gonna fight my brother, I ain't gonna fight my brother, then why are you sparring them? Like I don't even know how many times the twins talked about sparring each other. I don't even know if they really do that. Like does Jamal and Jamel spar each other? I know they don't talk about it. They definitely don't talk about it. Don't both Shakur and Keyshawn talk about sparring each other? Like that's why I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like if I can understand y'all don't ever want to put hands on each other. That's your religion. That's your brother. Fine. Why y'all sparring each other then? Maybe, man. Salute to you, Zach B. Salute to you, but both of them should know a loss don't do nothing, especially if y'all lose to each other. So what? Y'all probably make good money behind it. Salute to you, flawless mentality. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Salute to you, RZA. What is good with you, pimping? I'm saying if y'all really, I will understand that if he came out, if both of them came out and was like, I never fight him, we don't even spar each other, we never even sparred each other, like it would be looked at totally different. I know it would. I know I would look at it differently. Like, okay, they don't do that at all. All right, bet. Like it's what I'm saying. It is what it is. Shit. But y'all sparring each other, sharpening each other, fighting each other battles and dropping titles for each other, bruh. Staying in the same weight class. Huh? That's what y'all signed to the same. Like we ain't supposed to say nothing, and y'all keep bringing up the fact that y'all not gonna fight each other. It's like you rubbing it in their face. All right, just don't talk about it no more. Then nobody talks. Nobody talk. Don't nobody bring it up. Neither one of y'all. If that's the case. Salute to you, Mr. Sharp. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. Salute to you, Ken Soul Love. One is in the building. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Hold up.
I don't plan on letting no nigga beat me. I don't care who it is. So at the end of the day, that will come in between me and his relationship. I don't give a fuck how anybody else feel about it, but I know for a fact, like,
Why? Why? Aren't y'all two men though? Like y'all are two fighters. How come the better man just can't win on the night? Why can't that just be the case? Why can't Shakur, you know that these guys look at you as big bro, right? Keyshawn know who you are, right? You ain't nobody gonna beat you, right? And what are you really gonna hurt his feelings that bad? Who really wins in sparring? Oh my god, you gonna hurt his feelings that bad if you beat him in a real fight? Huh? Or is it a two-way street? Huh? Does it go both ways? Will it be a tug and war? Or what's it just doesn't sound quite right. Just not quite. Shakur is going to keep sparring Keyshawn, and when the pressure is enough, Shakur will call him out. He's going to cross him like all his other sparring partners. Watch. Not all the other sparring partners. Oh my goodness. Can I say though, that whole move that Keyshawn is saying that he's doing, that whole move talking about I'll fight at 147 without the weight class, that was a text that he didn't delete and it's still up. Yeah. And he posted both of them pictures, both of their box recs right beside each other. Devin Haney and his. That right there, that's why I asked this question in this live. Is Keyshawn destined to surpass Shakur? And I'm letting you know this, regardless if he beat T.O. or not, if sometime in 2027, Keyshawn fights Devin, regardless if he wins or not, he'll be surpassing him. Tell me I'm wrong. And it's not like I don't think he'll get dusted by Devin if he really do fight him. But we'll see if it happens. But just fighting him, no weight class and going up to 147 and fight. I mean, no weight class and fighting him at 147, he'll be surpassing him. Because that right there going to be a main event fight. Because of who Keyshawn is and the jump that he plans on doing. If he really talk about jumping 140, and I still don't know who's getting the fight. Is it Africa or is it Keyshawn? Who's getting the Ortiz fight? The Jermaine Ortiz fight? Who's really getting it? I don't even really know. Don't even know anymore. The Queen say what's crazy is I think Shakur started all his brother BS. Keyshawn didn't. Don't say openly Shakur can beat him. No, I don't think he ever. I don't think either one of them speaks about either one beating each other. That's a fact. And Shakur, I mean, I remember he started talking the way he started talking about Abdullah Mason. I thought he was signed under his ass. I was like, damn, but nope, he wasn't. His things are different now, but years ago he wasn't. Salute to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute to what is good with you. Salute to young man. Hold up. Let me go.
That will make us about it, but I know for a fact, like that will make us have a certain relationship that we don't have now. So, unless motherfuckers giving us 500 million or some crazy.
Keyshawn, basically he's saying he liked the way their relationship is now. He ain't trying to have nothing hinder their relationship. I mean, and that's cool. But at the same time, bro, y'all are brothers. It ain't gonna hinder y'all. Y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. This is the young side of you talking. And Keyshawn's still very young, mentally. Like mentally, in my opinion, like he still act like he's still mentally a little young. You feel me? And I mean, come on now. Like I'm more than sure he fought one of his brothers for real. And that's still his brother. You know what I mean? I'm more than sure they fought each other, like for real. You know what I'm saying? And threw some hands at each other before. And they're still brothers. I'm more than sure they don't hate each other and shit like that. Like this is a sport. You feel me? Like the way Shakur is talking is a fight that they will have outside the ring for free out of anger. That's the way Shakur is talking. If him and Keyshawn got mad at each other and started fucking fist fighting out in the street or in the house breaking shit, that will be the effect that Shakur Stevenson is talking about. Not having a sit down before the fight, talking about the fight WWE style, blueprint in the fight, you know what I'm saying, and then just building the fight up, talking shit, building the fight up, however you want to build the fight up, getting paid millions of dollars, and just smiling at the end of the day like we tricked you, y'all motherfuckers. I'm telling y'all right. I'm telling Shakur though, you're not gonna trick us to $500,000. I mean $500 million. You're not gonna trick us to. I thought he said a piece too. You're not gonna trick us to giving y'all $500 million a piece. You're not gonna trick us to that. You can trick us out of a couple million, but not $1 billion, bro. Like it shouldn't be a ass whooping should never be that expensive. Real talk.
Crazy shit that's going to like feed our families for the entire rest of our lives and our generation to come after that, then I don't really understand like how y'all feel about it, or I don't not understand. I don't give a. It is what it is.
So you feel like if you two fight, it's no way y'all can be friends after that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta realize when you fighting.
For him to say yes to that is wild. Look at his face. For him to say yes to that is wild, though, for real. Hold up.
You don't know what.
Let me stop looking like that. But for him to say yes to that is wild. So Shakur's basically saying he's never became friends or was cool with anybody he ever fought after he fought. When you fight somebody, that's when you truly know them. That's when you know, like, bro, come on, let's be real, Shakur. That's why you spar everybody. You can't be friends with nobody you fight, but you spar everybody. And you're cool with everybody you sparred. Like, seriously. You can't be friends with nobody after you fight them. I bet you, and the way he talk about Jake Paul now, he friends with Jake Paul. If Jake Paul asked him for a fight, he would fight him and be friends with him after the fight. Real talk. Real talk. Yes, you would. You would be friends with Keyshawn after the fight, bro. Yes, you would, son. Mr. Sharp say, my closest friends have thrown hands with me before. But hey, I get it. Tyson never fought Bo. Man, come on, man. Come on, buddy. And that's what I'm saying. It's cool if you don't want to, that's fine. But it's just your reasonings. The excuses, I'm not feeling none of the excuses. None of the things he's saying I'm feeling.
Can happen in a boxing ring. At the end of the day, I could kill him. He could kill me.
Now he know that's cap, yo. He know that's cap. Now what he's saying is a fact. Anything can happen in the boxing ring, but not by y'all. Real talk. You for sure, Shakur, never made nothing. Like I said, like you ain't never really sent nobody to the hospital like that, bro. I don't even know if he's ever put somebody to sleep, like dropped them and they couldn't get up and or dropped them and their eyes was closed and they was laying motionless. Like Shakur don't do that, and he's not really a dirty fighter to be acting like he's gonna do something like that to Keyshawn Davis, to his friend. If y'all really fought each other, bro, I'm more than sure that both of them would map out some shit and then him get in there and do a little bit more than what was mapped out. Bro, come on, man. I'm not buying that. You ain't, nah, you're not going in there. And when it comes to Keyshawn, the way Keyshawn do talk about Shakur Stevenson, like he cares about this man truly. He ain't gonna go in there and kill you. In the way Keyshawn fight like he be trying to kill his opponents and he don't kill him. Imagine that. He go in there and fight like he be trying to kill his opponents and he be barely getting them out of there sometimes. Like he doesn't hit like that. Like neither one of y'all are no heavyweights. Neither one of y'all put anybody in the hospital like that. Got somebody to get carried off. Like you and Keyshawn is not going to do that much damage to each other, yo. For real.
With the right shot, this is what, like, we fucking barbarians when we in that.
Nah, bro. And that's the problem. If you was really a barbarian in the ring, people wouldn't even say what they say about you. Nobody would have ever called you Shakur. Nobody would have ever said the rope supported you. Nobody would have ever said that you don't have the pedigree. Like, bro, get out of here with that.
A million people around the ring just sitting there watching, but at the end of the day, that's the real truth of the situation. So if I hit him accidentally in the back of the head, let's say in the fight, motherfucking, he don't make it out to see his family, you know, that shit will be on my conscience. Like, that shit wouldn't even.
Man, come on, bruh. When the last time Shakur hit somebody in the back of the head and they dropped to the ground, or you know, he even when was the last time he got a point taken? That's a good question right there to the Shakur fans, because I know y'all should know. When the last time Shakur Stevenson got a point taken for doing something dirty? When the last time that happened? Should feel like it never did, right? If it did, it was at 126. You've never did nothing like that, but you're going to do it to Keyshawn. Like I said, you talking like this man Keyshawn don't got he don't know how to defend himself. He don't got no defense. I'll go in there, I'll mess around going that bitch, and I'll take his legs from me and never walk again. What? Like, what are you saying? Like, you talking like you going, like, if you fight Keyshawn, anything can happen. His defense is sloppy as hell. I end up beating the shit out of him on mistake, and that's my guy. We're not even going to be friends no more. Anything can happen. Like, I can end up doing something to him, and he won't make it to his family. Word? Wow. That's disrespectful. Like what he just said was disrespectful. If I was Keyshawn, I'd be like, man, really? Really? Is that really how you feel, or are you just talking like that for the camera? Because that's serious right there.
Sit right with me. Like, I just did that to my brother, like my real blood brother,
Did that.
over some money, over me getting paid and I'm good for the rest of my life. That's a selfish way of thinking.
Well, then don't do it. Don't do that to him then for the money. Don't do it then. Don't hit him in the back of the head. Don't do something to him you never do. Shit. Don't put him in the hospital then, Shakur. What are we talking about right now? You acting like you can. You act like you can't hold back. When I get in the ring with Keyshawn, bro, all of these built up, I'll fuck around, kill this nigga. That's basically what he's saying. What is it? What are we really talking about right now? Barbarian? Yes. We're barbarians in there? Since when, man? Yo, you gotta be kidding me, yo. You gotta be playing around. You gotta be playing around, yo. There's no way you really think we're gonna believe what you're saying. If you don't want to fight him, fine, bro. But you're gonna have to cut the shit. You have to cut that out. Real talk. So if they're ever down in the game and in need of money, they won't help their brother buy a fight. No, they won't. He ain't doing shit, man. He ain't doing nothing. It's just... Hold up, man. Let me rewind it just a little bit.
Money over me getting paid and I'm good for the rest of my life. That's a selfish way of thinking. I don't think that way.
All right. Now, he already got money. The way he act, the way he talk, he should be very smart, and he shouldn't, regardless if he can't fight another day, he should never have to get a 9-to-5. This man should be straight for the rest of his life. His kids should be straight for his rest of his life. His wife make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You ain't hurting for money. Like, we're not even going to bring money into the situation. You thinking about money. You put that $500 million price tag on this bullshit. But to be real, to be 100, man, you know damn well, bro, if y'all really fought each other, even if, listen, if somebody gave $1 billion for these two NYs to fight, for these two motherfuckers to fight, bruh, I guarantee you they're gonna be in that joint fighting. He's still gonna be fighting safe as a bitch, and there's gonna be a whole script behind the fight, bro. Y'all ain't gonna go in that joint trying to kill each other, even if you paid to do so. What are we talking about? Because Keyshawn will try to kill him, so maybe Shakur might do something crazy. Yo, Keyshawn ain't gonna do nothing to that, man. Keyshawn gonna try to make sure he win the bet first. The first 6 rounds ain't gonna be shit if they fight each other. They ain't gonna be doing shit. Both of them gonna be trying to see which one got real hateful before, you know what I'm saying? Always, both of them gonna be in their own head and shit, looking at each other, smiling and shit. Y'all gonna laugh all the way to the bank after this fight. If y'all fight each other, the hell out of here. Not believing that shit. If both of them walk to the ring with ski masks on, I'ma laugh. The hell? Y'all are robbing the bank. Y'all ain't gonna do shit this fight. The hell? That shit would be funny as hell. Salute to you, Blaze. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Shout out to Keyshawn for making it to the January 31st card to co-main with his brother Shakur. They about to shine bright under those MSG lights. Who is he fighting? So he's really fighting Ortiz. This nigga was still talking. Africa was still talking like they was going to fight. That's going to be a competitive fight if Ortiz ain't weight drained like always. He always fight like he weight drained to me, or weird to me. I don't know. But that's gonna be a competitive fight, Ortiz versus Keyshawn if they fight each other. I think To's not all of that. Like Shakur should handle it. Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be competitive.
Or back to you and Keyshawn go.
Shit, shit. Since right now, let's say what I'm 28, Keyshawn what like 26, 25. Since I was like, I want to say he had to be like 12, 13. I was 14. I want to say 14, 15. Even like how you saying Bud, me and Bud went back for years and years. Like it's really my brothers. Like I got real brothers. I lived boxing my whole life, so shit that came with it, you gonna come up with people and you gonna get close. That's what happens.
But who wants to see that fight right now? Like, who's asking for that?
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that? Cause I did the interview with Tio, and Tio like he bringing it up, but he's deflecting. Like people don't understand when people deflect. He keeps saying, "Oh, he's not gonna unify with his brother." I'm like, bro, me and you fighting each other. So why you even if you're gonna beat me, why would you be worried about me unifying with him? Like that's deflecting, bro. Like you sound like you scared at this point. That's what I
Man, in my opinion, he brung up that shit because Keyshawn was sitting in the background staring at y'all and the whole interview. And you said that you were fighting him to drop the title for Keyshawn. So it's like a tag team joint. That's what he was saying. So he brung it up because it's a good conversation. People are talking about it because of what you said, my guy. You, Shakur Stevenson, is the guy that said that you're gonna move up, fight Tio, and drop the title for Keyshawn. And then Africa repeated the same words like it's an absolute fact that that's what you're going to do. So being that you're moving up to fight for his title, I think he can ask that question. Like, why not? Shit. Did a live yesterday about Keyshawn came to replace place Hitchens. Okay. Remember Keyshawn saying he'll fight Shakur. I know I remember Keyshawn saying. I think he did say that before. Keyshawn has has posted it on social media in the past that he would fight Shakur, but he might have been trolling. He might have been. That's what I'm saying. Like they the one that keep fucking dibbling. Like they keep dangling in their face. Like I haven't heard a lot of people bring that up. Like I haven't. It's a lot of people that's friends in boxing and immediately fans don't be like, y'all should fight each other. Like, I don't remember people saying that Shakur and Keyshawn should fight each other before they kept saying that they wasn't going to fight each other. I think Keyshawn would be about it, right? If Shakur talks him out of it. Yeah, I think maybe, but I don't. The way they talking and the way they acting, that shit ain't never happening. Did T.O. ever unify at 140? Salute to Isaiah, man. Did T.O. ever unify at 140? No, he didn't. He didn't fight anybody else that had a title at 140. No. Let's beating Keyshawn do for Shakur's career. If Keyshawn better than T.O., Tank, or etc. They're talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like we didn't talk about them fighting each other. We never brung that shit up. They was talking about how they shouldn't fight. They won't fight each other, and then it became a hot topic. That's what it did. It just became a hot topic. But Shakur's talking about it money wise. That's the only thing that he does for his career is giving money. To answer your question, that's what Shakur is talking about. And is Keyshawn better than T.O.? Probably. Probably better than T.O. Salute to you, J Man. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. He just has the ring as well as the WBO. Yeah, yeah. Style wise, it does a lot for Shakur. Yeah, he got the ring belt when he beat Josh Taylor. He got both belts. Style wise, it does. Yeah, if he beat Keyshawn, yeah, it's not necessary for them to fight at all, though, unless it's about the money in the business. Never going offer that much. Yeah, that's Tio overrated. Yeah, man, Tio, man, he's kind of like rated where he's supposed to be too. For real, he's not even overrated. He's not even rated like that for real. He just got a title. That's the only reason why he stayed in talks and people ask him questions because he's still a champion.
Kinda took from that because I don't understand that.
Yeah, it sounds like he want to see y'all fight before he can get off on it. Cause y'all cool. It don't sound like he want to see y'all fight for boxing purposes.
Yeah, even the yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Even the people that sit there and say, "Oh, he won't fight Keyshawn, he fight Tio," bro. And it's not even a shot at Keyshawn. I love Keyshawn. Keyshawn, my brother. But if you really like understand boxing and even the business of boxing, Keyshawn is going to be somewhere very far in the sport. But like as of right now, if you had Tio and you had Keyshawn on your table, Tio is a fucking well-established champion who done got belt after belt after belt, undisputed. Then went to 40 and did this. He beat Lomachenko. He beat like the stuff he done did in the sport is
Yeah, I don't like that he's comparing Tio and Keyshawn. I don't like that. I don't like that. He shouldn't be comparing Tio and Keyshawn, in my opinion. I think he should be comparing himself and Keyshawn to Tio. That makes more sense. And you can do it without really a dig for real. Like, you saying that you're not gonna fight Keyshawn, why are you comparing Tio to Keyshawn like Keyshawn was on the table? He's never on the table. Why are you doing that comparison? I don't like that. I don't like that for real, Shakur. You should have been like Tio's the one is the champion at 140. Shakur never had a fight at 140, and neither has Keyshawn Davis. You feel me? It's Tio. Like, he just don't want to admit that Tio's the guy. Tio's the one that you should be like. He's the one that got both of y'all on his plate. He's the one that's choosing whether to fight Shakur or Keyshawn. Remember, both of y'all are calling him out. Why are you comparing Tio and Keyshawn? You should be you should be comparing yourself to Keyshawn, like, you know what I'm saying, to the reason why I'm fighting Tio, because me moving up or whatever. Or you can say the same shit because Keyshawn know that I'm gonna move up, beat his ass, and then drop the title or whatever. Like, bro, come on, man. I don't like that. I don't like that comparison.
at a way different level than what Keyshawn has done so far. So, um, like how people kind of perceive it, they like, oh, he should be fighting Keyshawn. He should be, huh? Y'all just hating on me at this point. Y'all wanted me to fight Keyshawn because y'all know that that's somebody I'm really close with at this point because that don't even make sense.
Okay. Well, well. I have another video. Wait, hold up though. I think Teal gets stopped. Oh my goodness. I don't know about that. Teal a little tough. He a little big head, little thick head. I don't know about stop. I think Shakur versus Teal goes the distance. Yeah, I think it goes the distance with Shakur winning the fight. I got Shakur over Teal. Yeah, me too. Undisputed. That's another thing I don't like. Because Shakur know he fighting him, because he know he gonna win. But because he know he fighting him, he want to give T.O. as much respect as possible. He ain't went undisputed. Talking about that he should have got undisputed. He is undisputed. He won undisputed. Get out of here, bro. He did not win undisputed, and you know it. Scores hyping T.O. because yeah, Blaze. Salute to you, Lone Star. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Happy holidays to you too. All these dudes are hoes. You only comparing though because of the accolades. That dirty ass word. Tio been undisputed in 2 divisions, champ. Keyshawn, 1 division champ. Man, he didn't have to, you know damn well. Come on now. He didn't have to compare them. Tio's the guy. Tio's the champion, man. You should be comparing why Tio chose to fight you. Because for real, he was calling, like Keyshawn was calling Tio out before Shakur was. It's like Tio chose to fight Shakur. I watch boxing for matchup as a fan. I don't give about belts, and me neither, man. And I like boxing a lot, but box does not. Accolades never should ever stop a fight from happening. Period. It should never be like, oh well, he don't have enough accolades. He never did enough. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. People use accolades in the wrong way. Not talking about you, Isaiah, but that's why I say that's a dirty word. A lot of mid-ass fighters got belts. Yeah. The casuals begging for they're not gonna fight each other. For real. And a lot of people are begging. That's crazy. They begging now because they trying to, be messy, in my opinion. They're being messy. Because in the beginning, nobody was caring about them fighting each other, man. Everybody was just enjoying Keyshawn's come up, and enjoying Shakur's fight. Tio getting that belt. Only ones that don't like Shakur action for it don't. just money. Just money. It's a money thing. Salute to you, Big Dre. Dang. Salute to you, Big Dre. Happy holidays, King. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Scoring Keyshawn doesn't matter. It doesn't. Say that Ash franchise don't equate to undisputed. It don't. It don't. It don't. Please smash the like button. Who Keyshawn beat for that belt? Like, come on, yo. Keyshawn seemed like he planted in the lab for real. But for real, when you look at it, Top Rank really don't have no loud out and like standout fighters. Like they don't have really no exciting fighters that talk for themselves for real. They don't have a lot of that. Tio's mid. 2 lucky layups against over the hill fighters that overrate themselves. Loma and Josh Taylor. Yeah, Josh Taylor was overrated. He was because of who he became after that and how he admitted that he was a drunk for real. Salute to Omar. He said, "Man, I'll fight my best friend, right, for free." Damn right, he should be comparing Tio to Keyshawn. Man, Facts. Salute to you. I'll take the better fight over the accolades. Yeah, I'll take the better fight all day. Salute to you, Isaiah. Definitely appreciate you. If Corey could get the stoppage, he could become a mainstream. Yeah, he really could. Yo, this fight means a lot to Shakur, and it should, because I understand that Tio isn't a main. Tio isn't a big attraction. You feel me? But because of Tio's antics, he does have a lot of people know who he is, and if he go in there and beat him, regardless if people tune into the fight when it happened, if you go in there and beat Tio, it's gonna get out. It's gonna get out. It really is. I hope Shakur stopped Tio. I don't see it happening though. I don't see it happening either, but I really don't like Tio. Y'all know what it is. Salute to you, Talib Cunningham. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. Hold on. Hold it up. Hold on. Where's it at? Nope. I think. Hold on. I need to find it. I think this is it right here. Yep. Little baby. Hold on. the dialogue.
Yeah, I was peeping it. I seen how people was mad over the rehydration clause in order for you to fight Devin Haney. When you made that comment, yeah, a lot of people was mad over that.
Yeah, it's crazy. They sit there and tell you like, oh, so other fighters had a rehydration clause and you had a problem with it. At that point in time, yeah, because at the end of the day, you fighting at a weight class that you fight at. If I'm at 135 or 140 and I put a rehydration clause on somebody when it's like, bro, I'm fighting at this weight already. That don't make sense. But I'm a 126 pounder. That's where I started at. Going up all the way to 147.
Bruh.
And
All right. Why are you talking about old shit? Hold on, wait. Let me be right about this. I want to know how long this dude been fighting. I'm gonna be right about what I'm about to say. Hold up, hold up. His debut was in 2017. Let me go down. Let me make sure. Yes. His debut was in 2017. That's when he was 126. His last fight that he was 126 was, let me see. Who did he fight? Who was his last fight? He was 126. Wasn't it? Didn't he just get the title and then he moved up? Hold on. Christopher Diaz, right? No. Joet Gonzalez. That's what it was. 2019. 2019, because after that he moved up. 2019 was his last fight at 126. So he's been he's been fighting outside of that weight class for 6 years, and he outgrew 126 before he had his last fight at 126. Hold up. Yes, this is called the Art of Dialogue. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna rewind that real quick. Salute to you, Southpaw. Why you say it? Salute to you, Tunnel Vision. What is good? Would you definitely appreciate you for coming through? Cause you can't. Shakur says the most idiotic thing. Hold on. We need to bring it back though. I got Shakur beating all those guys y'all thinking about. His brother, his girlfriend brother. I like Shakur in the ring, but I like him in the ring. I support him in the ring, and he just need to stop playing with me. Stop playing in that face. You can fight better than that, bro. You ain't even an A side to be making such a demand. You can petition for that fight, right? You can petition for that, but it's not for sure. It's not. Say, yo, Isaiah. I like Shakur Stevenson. He can beat a lot of fighters, but he gonna have to show me something if he gonna be moving up these weight classes, like he's saying. He lost that belt on the scales. Yo, did you know why he lost that belt on the scales though? Right, Tunnel Vision. He came out and said the truth on why he lost that belt on the scales. Salute to you, seen and unseen boxing in the building. Salute to you, King. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Curry's really going to have to get in there and make Teal pay for those wild ass. Yo, he does throw very like coming forward. He kind of sucks. He kind of sucks coming forward. He do throw wild punches. It's gonna be for real. If Shakur is focused and on his shit, you know what I mean. He can look real good in this fight, like without being on his bike. Like look real good in this fight. Tio likes showboating too much, in my opinion. And when he's gonna be in front of Tio, when Tio's gonna be in front of Shakur, Tio's gonna have to really buckle down and not play around, because those times when he likes to do his little Roy Jones or bring his little foot up and have his glove hit his foot, all that shit is not gonna be. Ain't none of that gonna be able to fly close enough when Shakur can hit you, because Shakur really, really likes waiting until a fighter is lapsing for 1 second, adjusting their trunks or looking at the crowd. He's gonna throw a 1-2 real straight right down the pipe. He's gonna be dinging Teal up, in my opinion. Like I remember them fights with Claggett and what's the dude name? Jesus, why can't I? Sandor Martin. Like, but he's gonna. Shakur is gonna hurt that dude. Salute to you, Queen. What is good with you, Juke? What is good with you, Queen? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Hold on, man. Tio is a belt. I mean, Tio's a better counter puncher. If he has to come after you, it's all bad for him. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. It's all bad for that ass. Shakur will walk him down. Yeah, at some point in that fight, I see it. I see him walking him down. But Shakur is a monster in the ring. If needs to just say yeah, he needs to just say less. He talk a lot and he don't care. But I mean, to be real, be 100. His talking keeps him in the limelight. His talking has got more people to know who he is because of the foolish things that he say. The same thing as, Ryan and Teal saying some racist shit. Some of the stuff that he said really touched people, really got out there. Some of the stuff, you know what I mean? Teal get tired, it's going to be bad. Yeah, it's going to look real bad. Claggett is not. None of these dudes fight their skin color. This ain't no FBA business. When Tio initially said that yeah, all boxers. It took a white chocolate guy and Caleb to do it. Yeah, real talk. Hold on. I agree, Shakur. The opportunity to rally look good in this fight. He needs to bring 130 Shakur back. Yeah. Man, it all depends on how he approached this fight as far as if he's gonna get the stoppage or not. In my opinion, I see some people want. I want T.O. to get beat up. You know what I mean? I don't see him stopping him. He can't hurt T.O. enough or hit him at the right time to drop him the same way Kambosos did. It wasn't much of a power shot that Kambosos dropped T.O. with. T.O. was off balance because he was coming forward about to do his thing, and he hit him with a good shot on the button to set him down. It's possible that Shakur can do that, but Shakur's biggest problem is his hands. And looking at T.O., I understand his face, them eyes you can get at and cut them up, but T.O. head is hard. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see him stopping T.O., bro, because of his own issues. I don't see it. Both of T.O. eyes was swollen. Yo, you look like a radish. You look like a radish. This shit was bad.
I'm not even a real 47. I'm no 5.
Hold up, though.
Over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. They sit there and tell you like, oh, so other fighters had a rehydration clause and you had a problem with it. At that point in time, yeah, because at the end of the day, you fighting at a weight class that you fight at. If I'm at 135 or 140 and I put a rehydration clause on somebody, when it's like, bro, I'm fighting at this weight already. That don't make sense.
Okay. Now I played this short before on what it was. Salute to you, Shell. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Wait. I think it might be a draw. Ooh wee. I think both Shakur and Teal are going to bring it. Hopefully. You're getting beat up for sure. Don't worry. Neanderthal thug head. Yeah. His head is aerodynamic, yo. I'm just saying. Teal don't look like he got a soft head at all. His joint look stiff. His joint look stiff. Y'all get me off of my point. Hold up. You get me off my point.
Also, other fighters had a rehydration clause, and you had a
All
problem with
right,
it.
okay. He's talking about Ryan Garcia. That's I have the short. I made a video about a few shorts. I made like 3 videos about Shakur. All of them was about old shorts, and him new stuff that he's saying now contradicting himself. But for real, he's talking about when because this is what he said. He said something along the lines of it being weak that Tank put a rehydration clause on Ryan. Ryan was fighting at 140 or some shit like that. He was not fighting at 135 pounds when he fought Tank Davis. Tank Davis was fighting at 135. Shakur is saying that if both fighters is fighting in the same weight class, you shouldn't put a hydration clause on it. Tank never did that. Tank did not. Tank put a hydration clause on Ryan, and he put one on Mario Barrios. That's where you put it at. And when it came to Ryan Garcia, if Ryan Garcia would have agreed to have the fight at 135, they wouldn't have been shit. And he agreed to that. He was like, yeah, it wouldn't have been nothing, but I needed an extra pound. Yeah. So when he brought it to 136, it was a weight clause because that's not the weight clause. That's not the weight class. And being that Tank's a champion, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they changed that shit for Ryan Garcia. So it's not the same. I understand what he's saying, but it's not true. That is not what happened in that case. He didn't put a weight clause on those fighters or whatever. When he fought Mario Barrios, that was at 140. And Mario Barrios, people found out that it was a weight clause on that fight years after the fight happened because he didn't complain at all. He didn't say one word. Hold up. Don't Tio look like he got a little brain? I've always thought that. Wow, yo. Salute to you, 2 cents. What is good with you, Queen? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Jameson George, what is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for popping in. My prediction is we as fans are disappointed after that fight. Hopefully not, man. And Shakur capping again. Yeah, I played the other video. I'll play it again if you need me to. But this joint right
At
here,
that point in time, yeah, because at the end of the day, you fighting at a weight class that you fight at. If I'm at 135 or 140 and I put a rehydration clause on somebody when it's like, bro, I'm fighting at this weight already, that don't make sense. But I'm a 126 pounder. That's where I started at. Going up all the way to 147, and I'm not even a real 47. I'm nowhere near that. Like,
all right, he's talking about fighting Korner Ben. Now, Korner Ben is somebody that likes talking trash. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson is in the business of defending himself, so it's all good. But bro, you didn't have to make no fight with that dude. You had to make no fight with Korner Ben. Excuse me, Korner Ben, man, Ben that he was on the juice and all of that shit. If you want to put a rehydration clause on him, he was on the eggs or whatever. Just say that. Say that's the reason why you want to do it. But to lay down the groundwork and say, oh well, he fought somebody and he made him look lethargic the whole fight. That's how I want you to fight, and that's how I want you to look. Like, bro, why say all of that? But him bringing up 126, man, don't do that. Don't bring up that you coming from 126. Don't even do that.
Guys at 47, they walk around 25, 30 pounds bigger than me.
Man, now look, he knew this for forever. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this for well past 5-6 years. A lot of fighters lose about 20 to 25 pounds, a minimum of 20 pounds to get in the shape to make weight. A lot of fighters do that shit. There's not a lot of fighters that's cutting 15 or less, 10 pounds or less. There's not a lot of fighters doing that to make weight, man. Everybody's walk around. A lot of people's walk around weight is at least 20 pounds more than what they fight in. And he know that. He know his was. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Do you know how small 126 is? Do you know how small 126 is. Yeah, when he started fighting, he was a 126 pounder. He's supposed to fight at that weight class. But a year before he left there, he was cutting 20 pounds to make weight. I guarantee you. He was cutting weight to make weight. When he moved up to 130, what didn't he miss weight immediately? Didn't matter of fact, when he moved up to 130, he got in completely naked on the scale his first fight and he made weight. Leaving that weight class, what happened? He missed weight on the scale. And yeah, the reason why he said he missed weight on the scale is because he was smoking hookah and drinking wine. And he said it in an interview. There's a short out there somewhere. He said that's why he missed weight versus Conceição at 130 pounds and lost both his titles on the scale. That's why. And Conceição admitted how he struggled to make weight and he did it. So that lethargic person that he be talking about, he had already did to fighters in his previous fights.
If I'm going to fight them, just like you watched Conor Benn, nobody had a problem when Conor Benn just whooped Chris Eubank ass. And when he whooped his ass, you could clearly see the fighter was dead. Nobody had a problem. They loved it. They sat there. Oh, Conor Benn is so great. He's so good. So if I say I'm going to fight Conor Benn at 147, but I want the same rehydration clause that he put on Eubank, what's the problem with that? Then they going to say, oh, well, if you fight Conor Benn.
Hold on, man. I was reading the chat. The fact of the matter is that he explained this, lets you know that he feels some type of way that Conor Benn was getting praised for a performance versus a guy that was drained and he felt good. And he did this. He did this versus Conceição. He already did this to a fighter.
Same rehydration clause that he put on Eubank.
It just wasn't no rehydration clause on the fight. But he didn't make weight. What he's saying is that Conor Benn was hydrated and the other fighter wasn't. And that's why he looked so good and the fans ate it up. That's the same thing that happened with you, my guy.
What's the problem with that? Then they going to say, oh, well, if you fight Conor Benn, you'll fight Devin.
Hold up.
At 147, but he sat there. Oh, Conor Benn is so great. He's so good. So if I say I'm going to fight Conor Benn at 147, but I want the same rehydration clause that he put on Eubank, what's the problem with that? Then they going to say, oh, well, if you fight Conor Benn, you'll fight Devin Haney. So I'm like, shit, I will fight Devin Haney. Give me the same shit that Conor Benn that I'm asking for with Conor Benn. That if they accept that, then, but it's like, so many people just hate on me so much to where they want me to act like I'm contradicting myself. They want me to feel like I'm saying something out of the ordinary, but no, I'm saying something that's facts, bro. This is not my weight class. I'm not moving up to 47. Y'all keep asking and begging for me to move up to 47. I told y'all I'll go there for Conor Benn, bro. That's what I told y'all. Other than that, why y'all just on my dick.
Salute to
That's
you,
how I look at it. People just be on my dick.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Shakur. Not so fast, Shakur. Not so fast, my guy. Let's bring that back. Hold on. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Paid 232 is in the building. What is good with you? Hookah and wine. Yeah. I seen that. I think I seen it for the first time on your channel, Queen. No bullshit. I know. Shakur missed weight because he was being a bad bitch. Yeah, absolutely. He tried to tell the guy that no, it's not wine and hookah that make you a bad B. It's tequila and hookah. Nah, bro. He had it right. Anybody can drink some wine. Anybody can. Not everybody can drink no straight tequila, though. All right? One of them's tough to drink and the other one is absolutely, it can taste like juice. We're not doing that. He got it right the first time. If you need a rehydration clause, then why is he calling people out with his chest out? Right. That's the problem. That's the problem. You don't fit the attitude that you're portraying. That's the problem. That's what people are tired of seeing. Nobody asks. That's what I'm saying. We understand. I understand that you're in the business of defending yourself when people talk shit. You can defend yourself, but you had to try to make a fight and make it official and make it real, and then act like come on now, because we know if the fight don't happen, you're gonna act like it wasn't you. Like it's not me, bro. Come on, come on. You really don't have to ask to make a fighter lose weight and be on. Like you don't have to ask to do none of that shit. If you big, you big, you so tough, so you so big and bad, then come up here and make the weight and fight. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. If not, then just let it go. You don't have to say. You don't have to make a fight, bro. It don't have to go that far. You contradicting yourself. You said rehydration clause was a problem when Tank moved up. He criticized him. That's a fact. Yeah, bet. Good. Good. Salute to you, the real Sheldon. What is good with you? These little dudes make me sick. How they talk, just ignorant. I could drink tequila straight, but I won't like it in the morning. Exactly, man. But come on, wine. You gonna put wine over tequila, bro? Come on, bro. Tequila is the alcohol. You feel me? That's what you mix. That's what you mix with. You people can mix some juice with tequila. You don't mix no juice with wine. It's wine. You drink it the way it come out the bottle. Straight out the bottle is how you drink that shit. That is not no bad bee. Bad bees does not take tequila to the head like like with the bottle. Nah, they don't do that. Smoking a hookah is a boxer. Right. It is. It's terrible. It's egregious. I need something to drink. Jesus. We didn't even ask him to go to 140. Right. Nobody's asking for that Conor Ben fight. I haven't drunk in years. I don't even know how long it's been. I haven't even been keeping track. I don't even want to drink. What this is. At 47 seconds. Hold up. Oh yeah, yo, I was looking for this. This the footage I was looking for and couldn't find to put in my video.
So if my name ain't talked about at that moment, he ain't gonna say it. But when it's relevant to talk about my name, he's gonna Shakur this, and he's gonna talk a whole bunch of cap. But my only issue with that is if you're gonna talk about me and speak about me, I think you should be saying talk about fight me. Don't talk about 100 different things that's irrelevant to turning to making a fight with me and your son. Oh, Shakur did this. Shakur said that. Shakur, bro. What about fighting Shakur? Y'all came up with the slogan. They say everything but let's fight. Then they used to say that they say everything but let's fight. But I'm the guy that's saying let's fight. Yeah. Like I will fight you at 140. I don't care if you rehydrate to 170. I don't care. That don't make no difference in fights if you got the skills. That's how I think about it. Like that don't matter to me. But I just think that they should be pushing the narrative more so of let's fight instead of blah 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 blah. Yeah, you feel me? Or let me talk about this dude bad, or put a bad narrative on this dude and make the fans that don't know no better run with it.
When it's all said and done, T.O., I guess you throw Matias in there.
Yeah.
Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. The one that comes out on top, the GOAT. When
me
comes out on top, you the greatest of this era?
Me.
It's not even close.
Me.
That is
we're going to come back to this interview later on down the line after all the fights is being made, and y'all going to say this dude was the truth, and he told y'all everything before it happened.
Get this nigga out of here. All right.
Asking and begging for me to move up to 47. I told myself they want me to feel like I'm saying something.
Yeah.
Devin Haney. So I'm like, shit, I will fight Devin Haney. Give me the same shit that Conor Ben that I'm asking for with Conor Ben. That if they accept that, then, but it's like so many people just hate on me so much to where
Yo, this guy right here, yo. All right, let's break it down. Shakur don't even know what was in the damn contract. He just said, just give me whatever they had, give it to me. And I'll fight anybody at 147. Whatever was going on in their contract to have Chris Eubank come out looking like that, give it to me. Nobody begged him to go nowhere, Juke. Nobody begged him to go absolutely nowhere. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, Tay. 47. Nobody begged him to go to 147 and fight a soul. Not a soul. And nobody begged him to do nothing but fight better. And you haven't did that yet as far as offensively. Like, we're not even doing that. We ain't playing them games. Devin ain't asking to fight you for real. Like, Devin for real ain't saying much. He ain't saying much since his win. Salute to Snacks B in the building. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. He ain't doing nothing. Like, he didn't ask for shit. We didn't ask for nothing. We didn't ask for you to move up and fight at. And matter of fact, we didn't ask you to move up and take the food out your buddies off your buddy's plate, because Keyshawn was the person calling dude out, right? Right? Wasn't Keyshawn the one calling him out? Keyshawn was the one calling out T.O. And since he's not going to get what he wants at 135, he had the good idea to move up and fight somebody, but he's fighting T.O. He had to sit down with Korner Ben, and this whole Korner Ben stuff started. Nobody asked you to really fight Korner Ben for real. So you calling us names, you saying you don't care and all that stuff, but the fans didn't ask you to fight this mofo. Salute to you, boxing hacker. The fans didn't ask you to go up and do all of that pimping. For real. I would never think that you would fight Korner Ben. I would never think that you would move up to 147 and do all of that. Because honestly, Devin Haney was on the docket, right? You and Devin Haney talked a little bit. Devin Haney was giving you 20 or 25%, and you didn't like it. So you said no to fighting for undisputed at 135. So why, if you revisit the conversation, because he's at 147 now, and you're still at 135, now he has to take whatever someone else had in their contract in order for you to fight him. And then your friend, Keyshawn Davis, says loud and proud through text on social media that he'll fight Devin with no weight clause at 147. The shit just hit different. It hit different.
they want me to act like I'm contradicting myself. And
that right there is terrible. How can we want you to contradict yourself? The fans did not give these interviews. All of these interviews with him contradicting himself is interviews he chose at big name platforms and stuff. People we don't never see in their chat. You're not talking. It's a totally different demographic of people you talking about for real. That's on YouTube. Anyway, it's a totally different group of folks. We do not want you to contradict yourself. We want you to keep it real. Maybe you should speak in as least detail as possible, or you should get somebody to get a PR person, get somebody to write or talk for you or something. But we definitely don't want to contradict, because we're going to make a video about you contradicting yourself. We don't want you to contradict. That means you lied somewhere. If you contradict yourself, sir, you lied to somebody. It's either you lied to us or a fighter. We just going to try to figure it out. But hold up.
Act like I'm contradicting myself. They want me to feel like I'm saying something out of the ordinary, but no, I'm saying something that's facts, bro. This is not my weight class. I'm not moving up to 47. Y'all keep asking and begging. for me to move up.
And that's what I was saying. Anybody he's going to put a weight class on is somebody he really don't want to fight. Okay, just say that. Just say that then, man. Just say that you're not going to do it. Just say that you are not going to fight anybody at 147. Just say that. Don't say that you're going to put a horrible weight class on them. Of course they're going to turn around and ask for a bunch of money. They're going to need extra motivation to make weight now. What are we really talking about? Salute to you, KMJ Network in the building. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you. Everybody hit the like button. Yeah, Corby all over the place. The dude is ridiculous. Why do we want him contradicting himself? Yeah, why would anybody want that? Like, we don't want that shit. We wasn't there telling you what to say. We was hoping you was keeping it real. And everybody know, like, we're all human, and we know that you were young. We know mistakes made. You know, everybody lies when it comes to fighters. And we know that your mind changes. Everybody's mind change. But you be straight contradicting yourself to make yourself look good in the moment. That is what people are seeing. You try to look good in the moment. That's the problem. Hold up.
47. I told y'all I'll go there for Conor Ben, bro. That's what I told y'all. Other than that, why y'all just on my dick? That's how I look at it. People just be on my dick, like, truthfully.
Bruh, for real, yo. If Shakur didn't talk so backwards, a lot of people wouldn't even talk about Shakur, for real. Like, we're going to support your boxing. You're a good boxer. You feel me? But if he didn't talk so backwards and said such outlandish things and have so many interviews, people wouldn't even talk about him half as much as they do. If we only had his boxing to go by and not the crazy stuff that he says in interviews, people wouldn't even be talking about Shakur Stevenson 50% of the time that we do. Like, I don't see that. Salute to you. Salute to the Carnes. Said I had to check out the channel. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Salute to you, Job. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for hitting that link. What is popping with you?
Salute to you, man. I'm just chilling for I was gonna say though, like, I don't know if this fight is gonna be that easy for Shakur, like everybody think. Like, just based off his previous opponents and stuff. Especially his last fight with Zepeda and his fight he had. I think he stopped the construction worker dude in like the last round. Those was good.
Padley.
Yeah, they was great performances, but I don't see either one of them fighters on the same level as Tio. And Shakur was like, he got a little bit gassed in that Zepeda fight. But I know Tio don't got that same exact style. But I feel like Tio got more power than Zepeda. And I feel like Shakur was affected by body punches in that fight. And I feel like Tio should have the edge. Like, if we basing it off of like what they've done in their career so far. Cause like Tio looked good against Loma in most of that fight. And then a lot of people don't give Tio credit for when he beat Josh Taylor, but I do. Josh Taylor was a much bigger fighter than Tio in that fight. And he basically took him to school. Also, I think that if Keyshawn able to beat Ortiz, that's like the same level of skill as Shakur beating Tio, just not the accolades behind it. But I don't know. It made me think like for sure that Shakur was trying to step on Keyshawn's toes by going up to 140 to fight Tio.
Oh.
Because I feel like Keyshawn Like he probably would have been a bigger name than Shakur by now if he didn't miss weight in his last fight and like all of that stuff didn't happen. Cause Top Rank was really promoting him a lot at that point. And then if he would have went up and fought Tio, Shakur would have been kind of left in the dust at that point. Shakur didn't show no signs
I
that he
say the
needed to
same
move up,
thing.
and he ain't showed no signs that he needed to move up to 140. But Keyshawn missed weight. He obviously needed to move up.
Hmm.
Um, and that was his biggest fight in his career when he missed weight because he was just getting so much hype behind him, and he was hyping his brothers up and stuff with it. But this could be two big upsets. Like Shakur and Keyshawn could lose. Like they opponents is not no slouches for real. Um, I don't know. I feel like people sleeping on Tio. He done showed up a lot in his career. And Jermaine Ortiz, like they always say that he might have beat Loma or he should have beat Tio. So I don't know what Keyshawn gonna be able to do with him. But I'm rooting for Shakur and Keyshawn to win though. But I don't know. If they sleeping on these opponents, that could be some upsets to me. But that's all I really
Uh,
was talking.
I've been saying the same thing about how Shakur did Keyshawn by fighting T.O. But if Keyshawn is serious about moving up to 147 and he really do get the Devin Haney fight, then it's not gonna matter that Shakur fought T.O.
Yeah, but I don't think he's serious about that. It would be stupid for him to move up to 147 that fast. Even if you think about it like the business, him or Shakur, like to move up to 147 to fight Devin is dumb. Like you basically playing into like why wouldn't you wait longer? Like to fight Devin because that's the type of games they play anyway. Like especially Shakur, like he rather I see him rather wait until Devin about to move up to 154, then challenge him at 147. Like and Keyshawn bluffing, he still got smoked at 140. He still should fight Albright again. That'd be a decent fight. And what's the point of him and Hitchens doing all that trash talk if they not gonna fight? I know Hitchens not moving up to 147. He definitely bluffing. He probably gonna stay at 140 for the rest of his career. And then why they all not? Why ain't nobody trying to fight Gary? Like that's another annoying
Wait a
thing.
second, Gary at 140.
Yeah,
Oh, I think Gary really don't put himself out there enough for me. It's like he needs to try to fight more than twice
that's
a year
lame
and
though.
just
Like,
and start talking more and start asking for fights more. I don't see enough of him. I see more of the talkative fighters than him. And I mean, come on now. I see him just as much as I see Sabir Materials and he don't even speak English. Like,
but
come on now.
what about this perspective of ain't nobody talk. What's his name? Crocker. Like
Crocker,
everybody
Lewis
want Devin to
Crocker.
go and get that belt. Like we want to see Devin fight plenty of people that don't say nothing. Like we want like you want to see Devin fight Karen. Karen don't say nothing. Like
Nah,
Gary,
nah, I
they
don't want.
ducking Gary in my opinion, man. Like
But Gary
hell,
doesn't. Gary wants title
he
fights
got a
though.
belt at 140.
But Gary said he wants title fights. So I think that's what he's looking for.
Hold
Man,
on, we need to get back on. We need to get back on. And salute to you, salute that you came up in this joint, Jai.
What's up,
I was
Ashton?
playing that video, and I'm gonna go back to playing this interview that's on the Art of Dialogue that Shakur is playing. Salute to you, boxing hacker. What is
Salute
good,
Ashley's corner. What's up? What's up?
chiller? I got
Look,
some time today since it ain't no fights. Might as
Shakur
well.
had a great performance in that Zepeda fight, but I can't say he the best. Like based off of what? What we saying? He the best based off of? Like what we basing that off of? His
Who,
fight with
Tio?
Zepeda? No, Shakur. Like
Oh,
Isaiah saying he the best right now, but I'm like based off of what though?
he's the number one champion because Zepeda was ranked number one in all the sanction bodies. So you have to give it to him.
for real though,
Oh, Geaton.
Shakur is the best on his plate right now. But for real, when it comes to T.O., you can serve him up a bunch of dishes. He's gonna take the one that nobody wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never really takes the good fights. So I'm surprised that he's even taking this fight with Shakur. He could have took the fight with Keyshawn, for real. He chose to take the fight with Shakur. I'm liking the fight, but let's get back to this video, man. Let's get back to it.
Truly, like, my walk, I came from 126. I don't know how people don't realize this. Like, I'm naturally little. Is a billion lightweights in the world that's way bigger than me. That's facts, and I'm fighting out.
Yo, all right, man. Let's talk about the fact that Shakur Stevenson is one of the guys that talked about Shakur being small. Recently, he went on what's his name? He went on somebody's. He went on a podcast talking about when the girl was like, "Why do you want Tank to beat you up so bad?" He turned to the girl and was like, "He's too small. I promise you, he's too small." And he always says somebody's too small in the weight in the weigh-in. He always says, y'all just weighed in the same shit. Besides what, you probably off 1 ounce or 2, standing there with no shirt on, talking about you too small. Like, come on, bro. And he's done that shit. He's done that shit so many times in fights. But you sit there and talk about Tank being too small, but you sat there and talked about Tank putting a rehydration clause and then tried to justify it after Ryan did what he did to Devin, coming in 3 pounds weight and then on that stuff. Like, bro, why are you justifying that and then turn around saying that you small at 126?
I think he said that because
Tank started at 126. So.
But I think he said that.
And fall in the building. What is good with you?
What's going on?
What's good? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he said that because he's not. So, like, what he was saying is that why put a rehydration clause at weight class he can campaign in? He doesn't actually campaign in 147, so it'll just be him moving up there. So I guess for him it's different when you're campaigning at the weight class or you're champion at weight class. They want somebody to be put a rehydration clause versus
who did Boxing Hacker? Who did Tank put on a rehydration clause that he fought at 130 or at 135?
Ryan Garcia.
Bro, he didn't fight Ryan Garcia at 135 though. What are you talking about?
He fought Ryan Garcia at 136.
Because Ryan didn't want to make 135.
Because Ryan didn't want to make 135?
Absolutely. And he won't take. I mean, he didn't want Ryan doing the same shit that he pulled with Devin.
Right. Well, what weight class was Ryan at then? Right, 140, right?
No, he didn't even fight at 140.
Because he didn't even make 140. He kept fighting at catch weights before he fought Tank.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. But
because he was playing weight games.
All I'm saying is what Shakur is saying is that it doesn't make sense when you're at a weight class that you campaign and you put rehydration class versus
if he would have fought him at 135, that wouldn't have been no weight clauses.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. The whole thing is that Ryan Garcia didn't have a fight at 135. He was fighting at 140 and having a catch weight. So when he wanted to fight Tank Davis was like, cool, you got to have it at my weight. He didn't want to have it at his weight. He asked for 1 pound. Dumb. I don't know why, but he asked for 1 pound. So Tank was like, cool, 1 pound. All right. And rehydration clause because it's 1 pound or whatever. But because he turned around and did what he did to Devin, it was a good idea to put Ryan on what he put him on.
Exactly. And the reason why Devin didn't do it, because he was already rehydrating.
It wouldn't have made a difference for Devin because Ryan missed the initial weigh-in.
That's why you put him on. That's why you make him weigh in the next day, bro.
It doesn't matter if you miss the initial weigh. If you miss the initial weigh, you can't weigh in the next day. The contract is broken.
Bro, they went back and redid the contract. He could have made Ryan come in the next day and weigh actually what he wanted him to weigh.
The same thing will happen if they have a rehydration clause. They'll have to go and redo the contract. It's the same thing.
No, it's not, bro.
It is the same thing.
Bro, you're talking about 2 totally different things, bro.
Having a rehydration clause doesn't make it doesn't mean anything if you miss the initial weight because you break the contract. So they have to redo the contract.
Yeah, but it does mean something when you're trying to eat and be hydrated for the fight. It's just it's all about, is somebody trying to pull some wool over your eyes and do something that you're not supposed to do. People break contracts for a lot of different reasons. You know what I mean? But he didn't want to have none of that shit. He was like, nah.
But actually, Korner, but here's the difference, though, right? You're right. What you're saying is correct, right? Like you have to like, like if you the next day weigh in, you have to make sure you're not too big or whatever, right? But it does. But if I miss the initial weight, regardless if I have rehydration clause or not, we have to go in and redo the contract, or a fight might not even happen. If I miss, so nothing changes if they miss the initial weight. A rehydration clause doesn't stop you from missing the initial weight.
That's fine. It don't really that don't really matter that too much to me.
Yeah.
When people miss weight, they put rehydration clauses for the next day all the time. Yeah. All right, let's get it.
At 135 pounds. So it's like,
hold up, let's take it back a little bit.
Don't realize this, like,
what he talking about.
Truly, like my walk, I came from 126. I don't know how people don't realize this. Like, I'm naturally little. Is a billion lightweights in the world that's way bigger than me. That's facts. And I'm fighting at 135 pounds. So it's like, it don't make sense.
155.
Yeah, that's 2 weight classes up, yeah.
But I don't care. Like, I'm so skillful to where it's like, my real problem is I dare to be great. So I don't have no cares in the world to where it's like, I may be talked into doing something crazy. Like, I can be something.
Hold up, Queen Juke is in the building. What is good with you, Queen?
Hey, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
Hey, I was just gonna say real quick, when it comes like the whole rehydration class, like after you miss weight, it does make a difference because the whole point is saying, okay, you missed weight, so you already at a 3-pound advantage. So now, right? So normally when someone misses whatever, if we were contracted to fight for a belt at 135 or 140, whatever. And now you missed the weight. So now guess what? That automatically alters the agreement because now the belt was not on the line. Remember? Because Devin's belt was on the line. But now because Ryan missed weight, the belt was no longer on the line for him. So that's automatically an amendment to the initial contract. So a hydration clause, now he has to decide. And actually, Eddie Hearn, who was Devin's promoter at the time, said they went back to decide how were they going to reconcile the problem. And that could be by money, like more money being given to Devin, or rehydration clause. Eddie Hearn said, I told him to put him on a rehydration limit the next morning because now, maybe it'll limit him. Devin said no. And he said that was the worst decision he could have made because they had to the minute he missed weight, everything has to be renegotiated. So it's automatically done automatically. That's every single time because it was contracted for a title fight. It's now only a title fight for Devin. So that's silly to say. Well, I don't know. That literally happens with anytime everything is not made, everything not agreed to, it doesn't happen automatically. Some changes have to be made contractually, and it has to be agreed upon and signed by both teams. So it has to happen anyway. It's just that he needs money instead of that, and so that's why I'm saying after that you can't complain about it because you had the opportunity to rectify the weight disparity. You chose money over it. And when it comes to this Ryan situation, remember him and Tank started negotiating for that fight when Ryan fought Luke Campbell at 135. He beat Luke Campbell at 135. They started negotiating. Ryan started having all this, I don't need you. I got Manny Pacquiao. Then he had 2 other fights with people that was contracted at one weight, and he would change the weight last minute. He did that 2 times before the Tank fight.
Exactly.
Tank noticed it and said, you ain't playing me like that. It's going to be 135. He refused to do it. Because I think he was going to try it too, but Tank put a whole bunch of different extra additions to the contract to make sure it would be such a financial loss it wasn't worth to even try to cheat him. So he was able to do it. And then he did it 2 more times after Tank before he got to Devin. Devin's team just didn't see the play. I don't understand why. He did it 4 times.
Devin was
big.
He
did it with Javier Fortuna. He did it with Javier Fortuna and
he
Duarte.
Changed the weight the day up. He would say, okay, it's gonna be this, then change. And everyone he fought were 135 pounders. None of them was 140 pounders.
Exactly.
He was just changing the weight day up. It's gonna be a catch weight. Now it's this. Now it's that. He kept changing. He was gonna try it with Tank. Tank team was just too smart. Devin played into his hands. So I think that's the problem. That's all the only thing I really want to add to that.
So I want to make something clear, right? So when I said the whole thing is about what rehydration clauses stop you from missing weight, right? That was the whole comment, right?
That wasn't, bro.
No,
that wasn't the conversation at all. We didn't say it's not but it takes away the advantage of missing weight. It completely eliminates the advantage of missing weight.
hold on, because somebody made a comment saying if Devin did what Tank did and put a rehydration clause, he would never be in that situation.
You're missing you're missing the whole point. No, I'm not gonna hold on because you're misrepresenting what I said. You don't listen well.
No, I heard what you said, but I need to
you didn't, you just misrepresented it.
I haven't even commented on what you're saying. So can I continue? So what nothing will change if it doesn't matter what if Devin did what Tank does, it doesn't stop Ryan from missing weight. Ryan can always miss weight. But whether you can have the same day rehydration.
He missed the whole point.
He missing the whole point.
Oh my God. I think he understands the point. He's trying to piggyback off of her point and make somebody look good. Go ahead, boxing hacker. Go ahead.
It don't matter if he
it doesn't matter if you have a rehydration clause if you miss the initial weight. It does not matter. Nothing. You don't even get
it does matter still.
It doesn't.
Okay, you repeated that point 3 times. Do you have any other point to make so I can go ahead and respond?
What happens when you miss weight? That's contractual. So you have to redo the contract. Now, if you
that's when you make them actually have to make weight.
Yeah, that's fine. But it doesn't stop you from missing the initial weight.
Right.
So the problem is Ryan missed the initial weight.
Okay, Hacker, you repeated that point 18 times. Like you're adding to the point. You're just repeating yourself over and over.
Hold on. You're speaking about what a new contract. Nobody's talking about a new contract. We're saying nothing. I'm saying nothing changes. Nothing stops Ryan from missing the initial weight.
I know. I heard you say that 10 times already. What else? What's your point?
Yeah, so I don't know why we're talking about a new contract or what we can do.
All right, yo.
Okay, I just want to rebuttal real quick because like Boxing Hacker will repeat the same thing 17 times and say I'm not done, and then repeat the same thing 17 times. He has no other extra added point. It does change it. The reason why you do a rehydration clause is it takes away the advantage of missing the weight, because if I'm Ryan Garcia and we're contractually obligated to fight at 140 and I miss weight and I'm now 143, guess what? I now can't eat as much as I normally would have, because now if I either gonna have to you say, hey, you know what, since you did that, now you can't go beyond 150 the next day. That completely eliminates the whole purpose of me missing the weight, because I wanted an advantage. It caps my advantage, because now instead of eating 10 pounds or 20 pounds worth of food, I can only eat 7 pounds worth of food. So I really kind of messed myself up, because now the day I need to replenish myself, I can't even do that. So it actually it takes away the purpose of the advantage, which is why Ryan couldn't do it. Ryan did it with everybody else. With one person he didn't do it to.
Ryan didn't miss the initial weight with Tank. What are we talking about?
We're
talking about the initial weight. We're not talking about a new contract or a rehydration clause.
People in IBF rarely miss weight. You know why? Because they're capped and there's no incentive.
There's nothing for stopping you from missing weight.
There's no incentive. I just explained it. So you're just gonna repeat the same thing over.
There's nothing stop. No.
I know. He would still miss weight. It would not. He would no longer. It would not. It would not give him the advantage. I understand if I'm stopping missing weight. You're missing the point.
Okay, then that's what we're talking about.
Right, but the point is that it would take away the incentive to miss weight. That's a different argument. Which is why he did. You're the only person with a different argument than the whole panel. Every time,
the argument was
you talk about oranges, you'll talk about the moon.
You're speaking about a whole different topic
again, everyone else got it.
The comment, okay,
we can move on.
Clarify. The comment was
the same thing over and over again. It takes away the advantage, which is why he tried it with Devin and didn't do it with Tank. The end. And Devin paid for it. He should have listened to Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, Devin. When it came to Ryan Garcia, he was big headed. He was so far into he's gonna make a mockery out of Ryan. He didn't care about what he was doing. He didn't care about his antics. He didn't care about none of that shit. But let's get back to this video.
It don't even matter to where it's like Shakur, man.
I'll take the risk. Like I believe in myself wholeheartedly against all of these fighters. So I may even be talked into doing something, and I try to refrain from that. So 9 times out of 10, I let my team take control of what's best for me. But I'm kind of crazy. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day. So there's only so much you could say to where it's like, come on, let's do it. And this is why I say, like, I be tweaking. Like, I'm kind of like, I be throwed off sometimes because I'm so competitive. My competitiveness kick in when the public get to talking. So I let the public talk me into making that Kid Austin fight. And they just up there, oh, you ducking Kid Austin. You ducking Kid Austin. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. Hey, come on, Kid Austin, let's fight. So I reach out to the people. I'm like, yo, let's fight Kid Austin. They're like, no, that's a shit fight. He not on this level. What are you fighting him for? Let's do fights that make more sense. I'm like, nah, he just keeps saying my name to the public. This is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. What, 2 days before the fight, now he's sick. He poisoned.
Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that the reason why he fought Kid Austin is because everybody was pushing that fight?
No.
Hell no.
100%.
His fan
It was
base
an easy
wanted to
fight
see
for
Kid
him.
Austin.
I think a lot of
It was
people
an
get in
easy
his
fight
ear.
for him, so
They
he
want
won.
to.
Bro, nobody asked him to fight Kid Austin though.
I don't know. Kid Austin
He
was calling
tried to
him out.
sick. He tried to sick Abdullah Mason on Kid Austin.
Yeah, because that made more
That's
sense.
a fact. That is an absolute
And
fact.
to be honest, if
He
we
said
being
fight
real,
Keyshawn, yo.
Shakur had a rehydration clause on him.
Well, no, he didn't.
Bro, he did have a rehydration clause,
What
bro.
rehydration clause?
The WBC, go, I swear to God, go to it right now. The WBC had a rehydration clause for that
That
fight.
wasn't Shakur.
I'm
That
gonna
was
look it up. Hold
you're
up.
looking at WBC. That's not Shakur, bro.
My nigga, it's a regardless, it's a hydration clause.
There was no rehydration clause for that fight.
Okay.
All right.
Even his own damn daddy said he had a rehydration clause.
His daddy said it.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe
so I don't
everything that
know.
he said, but he definitely said that they had a rehydration clause for
They
that
had
fight.
no rehydration clause, man.
Okay.
Do you know that it wasn't gonna happen, or you just said that?
They have
What's
one, man. I
this?
don't know. You're looking at the WBC ruling. That's why what you're looking at. That wasn't. WBC has to put that into effect. They didn't put that into effect for that fight.
Okay, watch this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, he didn't put the fight together. His team did. He do be taking credit for all the fights. I'd rather see him fight you here. I was just thinking about him. Don't don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Kid Austin is a better fight than Javier Herrera, though. What are we talking about? Like Javier or Kid Austin? I'd rather take Kid Austin fight at that point.
I want to see all of that.
Yeah,
he called her.
He called him out like crazy.
Out. Yeah, I think his dad did. His dad was calling people out. What's wrong with my computer tripping? There it is.
Yeah, I think if Shakur wasn't gonna like try to go to PBC as he was going over there, I think his best option, in my opinion, was just to stay at Top Rank, because then he would have the Abdullah fight or the more time.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
It say yes, the WBC World Boxing Council intended to implement a significant rehydration clause for Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin fight when it was being made.
They didn't do it.
The fight didn't happen. So the fight didn't happen for them not to do it. But he was on a rehydration clause.
No, they can't do it the day of the fight, bro. They do it before.
My nigga, man. All right, I ain't finna argue with you.
I swear to God, you can like. It's just
they have a rehydration clause, man. And that's WBC can do it.
Oh my God.
This nigga is crazy, bro.
It is insane. You don't matter what you get. I literally brought up articles yesterday on 2 Cents thing. He was like, conspiracy theory, like, you can prove it. And he was like, conspiracy theory, and then swept it down that he's the smartest person in the world.
No,
crazy.
You're a conspiracy theorist. No. But
I'm a conspiracy theorist because I made the New York Times report on Saudi investment fund. I made them say this. I made EA Sports say that there was cash flow problems. I did that.
So the stuff that you conclude.
Okay, conclude is in the article. I didn't conclude anything.
Okay.
It was in the article. What are you talking about?
So you quoted did you quote the article? Or did you have to the article wasn't talking.
You're not on my level, and so what you do is instead you try to paint me as something because you're not on my level. Just stop.
All this whining is too much. But all I'm saying
is man, salute to Rizzo in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you with the super sticker, yo. Y'all need to stop it.
I know $1 next time, bro. That was wild.
Yeah, boy. It is very entertaining.
He just reported an article. He's like, nope, it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
It
didn't happen. Nope.
The
reporting didn't happen. I know I see it
video.
physically, but it didn't happen.
You're drawing conspiracy.
It's the silliest thing.
But look,
the WBC has to fight somebody massaged him and the fight. Now he's sick. He poisoned somebody, massaged him and did something to him. I don't know all this shit that he kept talking about, but I'm just like showing y'all like what type of person I am. I be bugging like But I know my wrongs. Like I understand. That's why now I gotta like understand it's a business and not just get talked into doing things when it come down to like the public.
Yo, if I'm not mistaken, is that the fighter that be sharing his IG with his dad?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Why they sharing the same page, yo?
Man, I ain't never heard nothing like that either. I can't tell you. Not no grown man. That man got a baby and some more. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that ain't cool, man. To call off a fight 2 days before the fight, man.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, if you sick, if you could play sick, I mean, shit, you good. It's green lighted. All you gotta do is make it look like or make it sound like, and you okay. You'll get away with it.
Yeah, that's definitely not cool, man. But you personally, why do you think they backed off the fight?
I think cloud chasing one. I think two. When it get closer and it get more realistic, like, are you really ready for your first loss? And that's what a lot of fighters don't. They're not ready for. You so used to winning, fighting against low level competition, and then it comes a day where you got to really step up your game for a certain guy. And I think in that moment, I think butterflies, I think all that kind of stuff kicked in. Like, you don't want to just go out there and lose in front of the world. You got to go home and see your family and people that's, believed in you and all that stuff after that. So I think scared played a part.
Said, kid,
You're lucky I ain't suing. A lot of people been telling me I should sue him, but I don't do stuff like that. I ain't into all of that kind of stuff, to be honest. I don't like the courtrooms and suing and all that kind of stuff.
So
Yeah.
my thing is this: what the fuck is it to be scared of? Going 12 rounds with a nigga? You ain't gotta worry about getting knocked out.
But nobody wants to lose too, right? Like if you feel like you can lose, you might not want to fight that person.
It's a part of the sport, though, bro.
Yeah, but nobody wants. That's the part nobody wants, though.
So why
right?
take the fight?
Yeah.
I think they were just gassing it, but like a lot. I always say like these fighters know each other in the gym. They know who's who, and you sometimes have a good understanding who can beat who in the gym. I think Kid Austin and his team know what Shakur is about, And people always say like, "Oh, why would you be scared?" Shakur. Sometimes it'll be the people that can box really well that you're more scared than the knockout artists. The knockout artists, at least you can hit them too. But people that box really well, they sometimes just box circles around you, man. And that sucks. They make you look crazy out there in the ring, Yeah, I mean, I can see both ways.
I have a short that I would like to play. Y'all need to let me know what you think about it. Hold on.
I just hate how that little nigga just stay contradicting himself, though, bro. That's my only issue with him.
Man,
like, he just can't keep it real, but he's showing he's so much of a real nigga.
He's a good fighter, I know that. Real or not.
That's cool, but my thing is this: you can't try to shit on one man for trying to do something, and then you turn around and say you got to do the same shit, but all of a sudden it's a business when you do it.
I agree.
No,
That's the problem. Like Shakur is an amazing talent. I'm always root for him. That's my guy. But sometimes I wish he just say a little less because he really is directly contradicting himself. Like it's like 2025 has been the year of contradictions. It's crazy.
And it's bad. Like it's bad when he do it.
Which fighter doesn't contradict themselves? I mean, we heard all fighters do that. Really
No, you can't, bro. This the problem.
It's something. It doesn't matter. Everybody does. No, okay.
Yeah, everybody does.
This man. No, I'm sorry. You cannot come out and directly say that someone is weak for wanting a rehydration clause, and then you would ask for a rehydration clause. You cannot come out and say that you won't do rehydration clause or a catch weight, and then want one with lesser talent. Like you can't do that. No, that means you're calling yourself weak. So everything that you criticize that person for applies to you, and actually it's even worse because they're bigger. They're much bigger. So it's even worse. So I get so therefore any criticism, if you got to keep it a buck. If that criticism if you lay that criticism on anyone else's feet, you have to be at that person's head too. If you were criticizing Tank for it, we got to say, okay, Shakur's weak, Devin's weak. The same criticism. That's if you're a thorough person. If you're very consistent, honest, people not.
And you can never, and you can't come out here and say you'll never fight Jake Paul, and then say you're gonna fight Jake Paul. Well, what are you talking
Except
about?
he never said it. Give me the video. He said he'll never fight Jake
My
Paul.
nigga, like
Yeah,
what the
he
fuck
did.
wrong with you, bro? Like why you do that type of shit, man? Why you just can't never stay on topic?
Y'all act like this one person.
No, my nigga, we just calling out
fine.
what just recently happened though, bro. This
No, my
nigga
bad.
literally talking about. This nigga literally said he would never.
Y'all-
He don't believe in rehydration clauses.
This is what's so funny. He's so
upset
upset that he's so upset that we have. It's like he's like he can't stand for anyone to be criticized unless Tank is.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, like.
So why did if it didn't matter to you? Why did you bring that part? Why did you bring that shit up if it didn't matter?
If it didn't, right? If it didn't
Boxer
matter.
Hacker like arguing.
Yeah,
No, that's what I said. He do that shit all the time.
Let me ask you actually.
Contrarian
Is
shit.
that not a contradiction actually?
Let me
Actually,
say
that's not
how consistent I am.
if I tell you,
There's a
I'll
video
never
of
fight
Tank
contact
if there is a video of Tank saying I would never fight Jake Paul, I will say he's a hypocrite because I don't mind criticizing people. I've criticized Tank for
there
less.
is one. What are we
So
talking about?
then post it. Why are you running your mouth? Post it.
I
come with my receipts. How come you don't have none? Post it right now. You on the internet?
Okay, I'll do that.
YouTube just to
Okay,
argue
you
with
got 5
motherfuckers.
minutes. You got 5 minutes, and I will say, you know what? Tank is a hypocrite.
Okay.
You see how? Because I can easily do that. It don't hurt my heart to criticize Tank. It hurts your heart. You can't stand it. You have to deflect, take the heat off Shakur, take the heat off Devin, and put it at Tank. I don't know what he did to the girl, hurt your feelings, but I can criticize one person without having to criticize the entire sport industry. At the end of the day, we're talking about something recent. Something recent.
Right.
So if you want to talk about that, fine. I hate the fight. I don't even need him to say he would never fight Jake Paul. I hate the fight and criticize him already. That's the difference between me and you, Hacker.
And my thing is this.
Like you.
Instead of Hacker being like, bro, yeah, that shit was wrong, bro. You should have never said that and then come back and say that shit. Bro, you can't even say that shit. You easily just switch that shit over to Tank, bro. We wasn't even talking about that.
Thank you.
Hey, wait.
Because he can't do it. He can't say,
Here's
Jake,
the thing. He already explained why the discrepancy, right?
Why
you can't do it, bro? You can't do that, though, bro.
He explained his position.
My nigga, what was his position before? He said that he don't do rehydration clause and shit. Skills pay the bills.
He said,
but all of a sudden now you want to do rehydration clauses.
We have him on audio. We need the audio of Tank saying he'll never fight Jake Paul. Where's that video?
I'll do that 1 second.
Oh no, 1 second. Do it. You can't multitask. I didn't match at the same time.
Exactly. I just did the same shit. So I know you can do it.
Let me play never find it. I got 2 shorts I wanna play. Hold up. Oh gosh, it's doing that bullshit. All right, okay, I need to find another one. That's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Hold on, wait. I can play this one though.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course, when you tell me it's your plan to do something first, I'm gonna do it before you. Come on, bro. I gotta prove a point to pop up first. I'm not your dog for real.
I got an idea.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course, when you tell me it's your plan to do something first, I'm gonna do it before you. Come on, bro. I gotta prove a point to pop up first. I'm not your dog for real.
T.O., whenever you ready to fight, let's make it happen.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Before you even get ahead of yourself, little bro, I'm always gonna be big, bro. Never forget that, bro. Never forget your place in life.
You might be the next one, too. I will you up, boy. TFimo been doing a lot of talking lately. So, hey, I go up to 140 and fight TFimo.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I'm close with your family. Once I slime you out, they gonna replace you with me. Your mom gonna need somebody to put on the wheel, bro.
My young buzz. He's my young right now.
Before you even get ahead of yourself, little bro, I'm always gonna be big, bro. Never forget that, bro. Never forget your place in life.
Are you gonna fight or die?
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I knocked off your plug once the trap started booming. Couldn't let that head get as big as them pockets. Just when I knew I had to stop the motion.
Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I watch your pockets. Can't let them get bigger than mine.
Number one. Hey, for now, bro. For now. Hey, for now.
We offered them the 25%. He said, no, he said he didn't want 25%. Then he said he wanted 50-50. But it's like, they said I was a bitch, right?
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I tell you not to go to church. You might start asking God to remove your enemies. He gonna remove me.
Congratulations with your upcoming, with your daughter coming. I lost my daughter, but I'm happy for you and yours, man. And like she said, I believe you will be a great father, and I respect that.
I appreciate that. But look, all that friendly stuff, dude, I ain't with that. We're not friends.
What y'all think about that, man? Huh?
Wow.
What y'all think about it?
They did this. They did Shakur dirt.
Yeah, it was funny though. Facts. That it was hilarious.
It's funny. You know what? I would defend him with the Devin stuff because I think that, you know, he should have got at least offered the minimum, like what they were gonna. So because to me that was kind of weird, but I don't think they were gonna fight anyway. But the other stuff, it don't look too good. It don't look too good. Like I'm happy for Shakur getting this fight, but it can appear as though he may be like this friendship may not be as mutually beneficial sometimes. It could potentially be that way, but that's on Keyshawn to figure that out. I don't know. I can't even. I don't even know what to say on that one. That was kind of
either
But still didn't
Keyshawn
want to
slow or
fight. He
blind,
didn't
bro.
want to fight
Because
Keys, so.
like it's no reason why that nigga. Nobody was even calling for Shakur to go and fight Tio, bro. Nobody was saying that shit. No,
That's a
not
good fight.
one person.
Yeah, I thought it was a weird direction. Like I was really thinking that T.O. versus, especially when I heard that Keyshawn was moving up, and I was like, finally. And then because I was like, people were on their back about not fighting each other, and once Keyshawn moved up, I'm like, okay, we got to get off their back. They're in different divisions, so I don't got to try to film no more. It's all everything's gravy, and then you going up. Now it's like we back at square one, and I thought that the build up with Keyshawn and T.O. would have just been much better, and I think stylistically a better fight, but.
Think about this though, Jupe. This nigga Keyshawn is ranked number 1 in the WBO.
Yeah.
Since that shit happened with him back in Norfolk, they put him as number 1 to go for T.O. belt. Mind you, it was supposed to be an in-house fight between them two. But Shakur somehow jumped in the middle of that when no one was asking for that fight. Is it a good fight? Absolutely. I think it's a great fight for his legacy. Yeah. But at the end of the day, no one was asking for that fight.
Yeah, but
that should have been Keyshawn fight.
Yeah, and I would think I thought the whole purpose was for Shakur to tackle 135 because you got a star, you got a big name there. You know, actually even bigger name there than anyone in 140. So I thought, okay, this is perfect for them. Keyshawn can continue to ascend on his own. I want them both to do well. So this does seem like it kind of like I don't know.
And then, you stepping on a nigga? You stepping on that nigga toes.
But but Teal didn't want to fight Key. Tank didn't want to fight Shakur. Like there was no problem with it. It's not like Tank wanted to fight Shakur. Tank has something on his plate.
How can you say Tank didn't want to do this?
Hold up. My bad. Can we pause for a second? Salute to you, 704 Joe. Let me pause for a second. Boxing hacker.
Yeah.
Don't ever come over here on my channel and say Tank didn't want to fight Shakur.
You think he did?
It's facts that he did. Shakur admitted that
he don't like facts, girl. Him and facts don't go together.
Shakur admitted that he did. Shakur said, yeah, the team did contact me for a fight, but he wanted to go through negotiations and negotiations fell out. That tells me, listen, that tells me that Tank isn't the one that didn't want to fight him. Being that he allowed his team to reach out to Shakur, that tells me that he wanted to fight. Now, I'm going to play, since you even said that, after this is done, I'll play the proof of what I'm saying. But at the same time, what's his name? Steven Espinoza admitted. He was like, look, it wasn't the right time for Shakur, is what I think. He deduced. He was like, I don't think it was the right time for Shakur. He said that, listen, he wanted to know what was going to happen after the fight. So he wanted more from PBC. Now, Tank Davis is a fighter. He cannot give something that PBC can give to Shakur. Shakur was asking to be taken care of by the promotional company. Tank did not give him that. Now, Boxing Hacker, if Shakur was like, look, I would have took the fight, but I wanted more money, then you can put up an argument that Tank should have just gave more out of his purse to make the fight. But even then, we already know when come to that case, Shakur wouldn't do so for Frank Martin. So it's nothing to say.
So here's the discrepancy, right? Let me just explain the timeline of events. So what you said is correct. Espinoza reached out to Shakur, right? They said they had preliminary discussions, right? It said
don't forget Eddie Hearn, what Eddie Hearn said as well when he said that he was told to make fights everything but
Eddie Hearn
Tank.
was told not to interfere if they were to negotiate a Tank fight. That's also true. Those two things are true. What's not being heard?
So if that's one thing is true, that means that he did try to
No, can I continue, please? So what Espinoza did say is what happened in those preliminary discussions. But Shakur tweeted what happened in those preliminary discussions. Shakur said that he was told that they will come back around in 2025, which is this year, right? To revisit that they were not ready to make the Tank fight in 2024, that they'll come back in 2025. And that's why he said that they weren't ducking, because he, in Shakur's mind, is that they were going to revisit that fight in 2025.
Okay,
so
wait,
hold on one second. I just want to prove something.
No. We're definitely not doing that, sir. Now, what you just told me is that he got offered the fight. That's the bottom line. Listen. You are trying to make sure that people won't look at Shakur as the ducker.
No.
Your job should not be to put Tank as the ducker. Why don't you just leave it at that?
No, I'm not. I'm not making sure. I'm just saying what happened. So,
in the beginning of the conversation, you already admitted that Tank team did reach out. Like now, your argument was killed the minute you admitted that Tank team did reach out. It's over.
Yeah, they reached out.
Tank did want the fight, so you're wrong.
No. Just because you reach out to somebody doesn't mean you want something.
And
what the fuck is the point of you reaching out for?
According when they told us that they did.
Hold on.
Isaiah said, did Tank ever send Shakur a physical contract? What negotiations?
No,
the negotiations came from Shakur's mouth. Shakur was like what's more? What else? What he wanted to negotiate. Shakur has been known not to just be like I'm cool with B-side and I'll take whatever. He only did that for Oscar Valdez. He's been trying to get that fight for years. He had to take whatever to make the fight, and he did. Ryan Garcia took whatever to make the Tank fight. He did. Shakur did not. That's the bottom line.
Right. One more discussion. When Tank Davis comes knocking, you take the fight. The end. You don't do it. You want some extra.
And that's the same thing that happened with the Devin situation.
Because Shakur did everything he needs to do to get that Cepeda fight. He did everything he had to do to get that fight. He did not. I'm sorry. The minute that contract was up with Top Rank, he should have been at PBC doorstep. Because that's what Ryan did. Anything beyond that, you didn't want it enough, and that's okay.
The reason why he didn't take that fight is because I'm pretty sure that he wanted a rematch clause, and he knew that shit was only going one way. It was only a one-way rematch clause.
Okay, all right. So are you guys done? Let me just say this, right?
The conversation is over. You already admitted that it's over.
No, it's not over.
Yes,
Can I finish, please? Jesus Christ. So when it comes to like this whole Ryan Garcia talk, right? Ryan Garcia was actually in negotiations with Tank, right? Shakur Stevenson never reached negotiation. They just had preliminary discussions. Preliminary discussions are before negotiations. There was never a time when they were negotiating a fight. Shakur said this. It's not me saying it. Shakur said when they reached out, they told them they weren't ready to even start negotiating a Tank fight, that they will revisit.
That's a lot, bro. Why are you lying?
Why would
Shakur never said that? Now you're lying. Shakur didn't say that.
Shakur did say that.
Shakur did not say that.
Do you want me to post it? Yes or no? I can post that.
Bro, you keep talking about you gonna post some shit and you ain't post shit yet.
Hold on. I know you guys need to point out. Let me just
get these black market tapes from Shakur did not say that shit.
He tweeted. He wrote in a tweet. He did say.
Okay.
He explained what happened. Hold on. Let me just continue.
Find the tweet.
I will find it, but let me continue. Jesus Christ. Like,
no, you're not. You're not gonna find that tweet. No, you're not.
I mean, you just had your turn.
He's not gonna find it.
I will find it very, very quickly. But here's
where the first one go?
Just like we waiting on the Tank said he would never fight.
Let me just
continue.
Let me just continue.
And then he never said it.
So when it comes to this situation, right? when you say like, oh, Ryan took everything, Ryan was in negotiations. He had the opportunity to take everything. If I'm not negotiating with you, there's nothing for me to take. Shakur was never in negotiation. They only happened in a discussion.
But if we're reaching out to you for a fight,
so there's no negotiations, there's no offer. Preliminary discussion is
man, this shit is crazy, bro.
Wait, boxing hacker, just tell me what your point is.
He don't have one, baby. He gonna
so
talk
when it comes to 2025, that's why Shakur said he didn't want to talk about this guy no more.
This happened in 2024, though, bro.
Hold on. Remember in 2024, he didn't say Tank was ducking him. He said, look, it's going to happen later because he was told in 2025 it's going to happen. When it comes to this year, Tank no longer wants to fight Shakur. He already has Lamont Roach rematch.
Your timeline is fucked up, bro.
He's not even doing the rematch. He's fighting Jake Paul. So Shakur's like, this guy doesn't want to fight me. That's literally why Shakur had the whole crash out, because he was told in 2024 that Shakur wanted to fight. And also the last Espinoza interview, Shakur asked Espinoza, so am I part of this deal with you guys? You know, because remember that. And Espinoza said, yeah, you're definitely gonna be part of the deal. 2 or 3 fights down the line. That's what he said.
I got a request. I got a request from the chat to play.
He's lying.
Let's replay the Espinoza interview.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course, when you tell me it's your plan to do something first, I'm gonna do it before you. Come on, bro. I gotta prove a point to pop up first. I'm not your dog for real.
Tio, whenever you ready to fight, let's make it happen.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Before you even get ahead of yourself, little bro, I'm always gonna be big, bro. Never forget that, bro. Never forget your place in life.
You might be the next one, too. I will you up, boy. TFimo been doing a lot of talking lately. So, hey, I go up to 140 and fight TFimo.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I'm close with your family. Once I slime you out, they gonna replace you with me. Your mom gonna need somebody to put on the wheel, bro.
My young buzz. He's my young right now.
Before you even get ahead of yourself, little bro, I'm always gonna be big, bro. Never forget that, bro. Never forget your place in life.
Are you gonna fight or die?
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I knocked off your plug once the trap started booming. Couldn't let that head get as big as them pockets. That's when I knew I had to stop the motion.
Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I watch your pockets. Can't let them get bigger than mine.
I'm number one. Hey, for now, bro. For now. Hey, for now.
We offered them the 25%. He said, he said he didn't want 25%. Then he said he wanted 50-50. But it's like, they said I was a bitch, right?
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I tell you not to go to church. You might start asking God to remove your enemies. He gonna remove me.
Congratulations with your upcoming, with your daughter coming. I lost one daughter, but I'm happy for you and yours, man. And like she said, I believe you will be a great father, and I respect that.
I appreciate that. But look, all that friendly stuff, dude, I ain't with that. We're not friends.
I posted a link inside the private chat.
Okay. Sue to Jamel Brown. I'll put you on. You up here. You just don't see you. Don't see your face, but you up here. You on mute.
Hey, what y'all was saying was it was like pair
from what I heard.
That was actually facts.
Say it again.
I said that was actually facts.
What was facts?
That Tank wanted to fight Shakur and that he's not. That's some facts.
I can't hear you. Sound like you're in the hallway.
I am in the hallway. What I said was that's actually pure facts. I don't really think Tank will step in Shakur. Yeah.
Okay, I think you said it was facts that Tank don't want to fight Shakur. Is that what you said? All right, okay, he's probably busy. But I think that's what he said, though. Salute to you, Maximus Royalty. What is good with you? What is popping? Hold on, wait. I got y'all. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I got y'all.
Okay, so from that tweet, it's saying from what I heard. It didn't say Tank Team said nothing. It just says from what I heard. That's not what you said. They said it doesn't say Tank Team said anything. It says from what I heard the fight.
It's based on,
and then also the previous. There's also two different times where apparently they reached out. Because one time when he was still at Top Rank, one time after he was with Top Rank. So at the end of
Top Rank happened years ago.
At the end of the day, he didn't say Tank team didn't want the fight. He's saying from what I heard, they didn't want. What do you mean what you heard? What do you mean from what you heard?
Man,
He didn't say Tank
He
team.
posted that in December.
He's saying that's right. Okay. He said from a rumor he heard because he tried to deflect from the news coming out that he was reached out to. And then he said, from what I heard, it wouldn't be ready for. What do you mean from what you heard? That's just a rumor. That doesn't.
Can you show it?
No, that's not concrete evidence of anything. He didn't even directly say. I spoke to PBC. PBC told me. That's just saying from what I heard. What do you mean what you heard? So you heard from them? You heard from your people? Who? That's nothing. So again, that doesn't help anything that you just said. It's just hearsay.
The date is in December.
So thank
December
you for
2024.
Thanks for posting that because you just.
Bro, who did he hear that shit from?
You made a claim.
Oh my God!
A claim, and the tweet that you just posted from Shakur himself doesn't say what you're trying to imply.
That's why Shakur was mad this year.
So it's not evidence. But we do have video of Shakur going back and forth with Espinoza, and that's what happened there. That we reached out to your team, and he said, "Do you have control of your team?" When we reached out, he said, "Oh, really? What happened?" He did not. He never challenged Espinoza either. He never challenged Espinoza on anything. Why did he call Espinoza a liar? Why didn't he call him a liar? He had all space and opportunity to do it. He didn't do it.
What was Espinoza's claim, Jupe, in your opinion?
How they had already reached out to try to make a fight with Bob Arum. He said, well, if we call Bob Arum, what is Bob Arum going to say?
Right.
He said, call him then. You reach out to him. But how come he didn't deny it? Hey,
because he said it can't be validated because Bob Arum's not there.
He changed the topic.
Bob Arum's not there, so it can't be validated. What are we talking about? How can you validate something if Bob Arum's not there?
That was 2 different times. Right. But Shakur.
And that was years ago. We're talking about 2024.
I'm talking about 2 different situations. I'm going to get to the other one.
The first situation is years ago.
Don't you worry about it. That was the other time. And then there was another time when he reached out. This was like, I think, more 2024, beginning of 2024. And that's when Shakur, how come Shakur didn't tell somebody? How come we had to hear from Espinoza?
Oh, my God.
I know, yeah.
I got y'all.
We have audio. And your own tweet that you made a claim doesn't even say what you said it's going to say.
I got y'all. Hold up.
Per usual.
There were preliminary discussions about the Shakur fight, early on, like back early, for 2024 before this was scheduled. Didn't get very far for reasons I won't go into. But come on. I just think there were, I'm not sure that the time was right. I think, what Shakur was looking for was something different than, he was looking for more of a long-term commitment other than just doing one fight.
Shakur.
And then he went on.
And what does that mean, y'all?
And then where did he go and get that multi? Where did he go?
What does that actually mean?
In an interview, that what he said was true. He did get reached out to, and he said he wanted more than one fight versus Tank.
Exactly.
Oh, see, now we're adding. He never mentioned Tank. People always add this whole Tank situation.
Who the fuck was he talking about?
Espinoza never mentioned Tank. You have to be very direct.
This nigga is horrible, bro.
You gotta be very direct.
Yeah, you have to be direct. What are you talking about?
Right, listen, bro.
Never said Tank in that whole ordeal. He just said Shakur.
Whenever it's cool, people gotta say things absolutely correct for you, or you don't understand.
No, they have.
So people can do this shit back to you. All right. Stop acting like it's unfair that people not understing directly what you're trying to say. That's not what it said. That's what they're trying to say to you, pimping.
But here's the thing about it, Ashley. Look at it this way, right? You have what happens? People fill in the blanks. What was stated in that video? He only said what Shakur wanted. He never said what they wanted.
And where did Shakur go to Matchroom and get?
A multi-fight deal.
Like a multi-fight. But hold on. There was no time he mentioned anything about the Tank fight. But people keep adding the Tank fight. They're making it seem like he said, we want to give him a Tank fight. But
who else would they possibly be reaching out to?
It could be anybody. You can't just add on things like that. You can't just add. And remember one thing Espinoza said. He said Shakur. He has never known Shakur to turn down a fight, right? So both videos are still true. If the Shakur turned down a fight,
his team did.
Hold up, the video it's not done yet though. Boxing Hacker, hold up there.
Supporters in here, come on, man. I want all the supporters to let me know how you feel about the video because I want to see how fake you're gonna be. For real.
Let's go.
All of this is straight out of his mouth. Real talk.
I would change if two fighters say let's fight. I think the business of boxing shouldn't get in the way. Like I think the fighters should be able to get in the ring with each other and fight each other. So that's how I feel. Like just like even with this guy, my guy Stephen Espinoza, he works with Tank. If Tank said, "Yo, let's fight," and I said, "Let's fight," it should be just let's fight, and we should make it happen. It shouldn't be nothing else surrounding that situation and not making the fight happen.
So you blame Steve for this? Is that what you say?
I'm not saying I fully blame him because but I do blame you for also saying that y'all sent the contract to
no. Okay. See, I told
I get straight to it, bro.
No. And then never said. He said, look, there were exploratory discussions. That was it. Like nobody sent a contract.
But everybody kind of took that.
It said, you know how it is. You say 10%, it becomes 10. And I appreciate you for clearing it up because you and I have gone back a little bit on social media now and then. And I want to go back to your point about the business. So I think as fighters mature, they become more and more a part of their business.
Yeah.
Like in the early stage of your career, you're just fighting.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, you transition to be like, no, I want to have a say. I want to, and ultimately, you see guys like Floyd or like Crawford or Canelo, they're fully in charge of everything.
Yeah.
Like, where are you in that process and how do you transition from being like a guy who goes in the ring to a guy who isn't working for a promoter, who has a promoter working for him?
Me and my manager, which is Jay Prince, we actually like very tight. Like that's damn near my family to me. So
I'm down on my luck, she's turning a page. I'm falling in love, she's running away.
Any conversations that's going on 9 times out of 10, I'm knowing about it or knowing exactly what's going on. So as you saying, like as I got older, I kind of got involved into everything that's going on with my career, and I'm ahead of it, bro.
That's good because that's a transition some fighters don't make until too late.
Yeah,
sure. But at a certain point where you feel like, hey, I'm educated enough, I'm stepping in front of this, and so I think what you said is absolutely right. The business shouldn't get in the way, but it's also incumbent is as a fighter, you can't let your business get in the way. You can't let your guy, your promoter's beefs stop you from getting a fight that you want.
Do you feel like that happened on his? Was it any interjection from his representation?
No, like I got nothing. I've never really dealt with Jay. I know, Bob Arum has very strong feelings about who he'll do business with and who he won't sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's been a challenge. But I as far as I'm concerned, I've never heard Shakur personally say, I'm not fighting this guy or I don't want to fight that guy. But there have been, people who at stages were influencing his business, which might have made it a little bit harder to get that stuff.
So I got a question. Hold on. Because we got to make sure like it's said the right way. You reached out to Top Rank before for a fight with me and Tank.
For a fight with you and Tank, yeah.
And when did this happen?
Years ago.
Okay.
Years ago.
Are you sure? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was years ago. It didn't go very far at all because
So if Bob Arum was to get into the conversation, he's going to agree with this.
I don't know what he's going to say.
Okay. That's the thing with boxing, though, bro.
Yeah,
that's where the gray area happens. Right?
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm trying to say. Like the fighters want to fight each other, but if we want,
that's pretty much the bottom line. In my video, I wasn't trying to say Shakur was ducking, Shakur was scared, Shakur was that is Shakur fans always trying to say that about his opponents. Just like Devin fans try to say that about his opponents. Man. I've been a Tank fan. I've never sat and just trying to point the finger at he was ducking or he's the one or this is like, it didn't really matter to me. I never sat and was like, oh, well, this person should fight this person or they like the ducking scenario that goes for a certain a certain group of fans when it comes to boxing, and that group need to die out. It really does.
They really do.
does.
I don't know. I think Tank is ducking. I don't know what everybody's saying.
Yeah, except for
who
the proof.
didn't do it. Like, bro,
Of
why
course
would
you feel like that.
Shakur?
Of
Like,
course
just
you feel like that. You go off feelings. You don't go off facts. And that's
I-
so really quick. Actually, I agree. I don't think the conversation is about Shakur duck Tank, Tank duck Shakur. I don't think either ducked either. But what we are saying is that this constant narrative that Tank didn't want the Shakur fight when we have evidence from not only Tank's team but Shakur himself that Tank is the only person who has made any effort to try to make the fight.
Wait,
Now
what's
at
the
the
evidence that
time,
they wanted
and
to
that
fight,
makes
though?
sense why Bob Arum. It's not surprising that Bob Arum would not be interested because Bob Arum has gone on camera saying, why would he try to make a fight for Tank Davis? He said it multiple times. So unless he's he's about to sell somebody out, like, okay, I don't need you anymore, or they about to retire, that's it. So it goes in line with everything we've seen. It goes in line with everything we've seen. And obviously he reached out to Bob Arum. Then there's another time he talked about it in 2024. So that's what I was trying to get at. There are two different instances where Tank team has reached out. One time Bob Arum, he didn't even get it back to Shakur apparently or whatever. Then the second time where he said that Shakur wanted multi-fight deal. And then afterward, lo and behold, what did he do? He got a multi-fight deal. And again, Espinosa is a lawyer. Him lying can get him sued. He also cannot divulge too much about preliminary conversations. That's because you have there are what do you call those things? I forgot the name of that contract that prevents you from speaking. So that's why he has to be careful on what he says. But that's why he led the conversation by saying, as a fighter, you have to have control of your career. He said all that because he was saying you didn't have control of your career. Bob did, and Bob said no. Now you do, but you still went with the three. So that's all I'm saying. And Shakur really didn't fight against it. So I think that's anybody saying that Tank didn't want to fight. That's just emotional garbage. But we know the facts. At the end of the day, only one person tried to make that fight. It was Tank then, and I hope we can move on.
Okay, so I want to respond real quick. So when it comes to Bob Arum saying that why would he make a fight with Tank, I just want you. Let's keep it context. He was talking about Lomachenko, right? He never said anything about Shakur, and so to make it like a blanket statement that
that's false. That's false. He said about another fighter too. Nope, it wasn't just Loma.
It's my turn to talk.
Nope, he said about multiple.
It's my turn to talk. I'll let you talk. Let me just talk. So when it comes to this, and what you said was correct. People of Espinosa's position are very direct in what they say. That's why I say you have to be very punctual with what they say. You can't add on things. Espinosa never said they were offering a Tank fight, but people keep trying to make it seem like that's what he said.
My nigga, who you think Shakur was talking about?
Again, so if we use Jupe's rule about being very direct with what
I didn't say very direct. I said careful because he can only say something because
exactly.
he will be sued if he divulges too much. I didn't say direct.
Yes,
you said direct. You're lying on me again. Stop lying on me.
Hold on. This is where Boxing Hacker, you got to pick one, bro. You got to pick one because it's like this, bro. In one sentence,
Stop lying on me. That's not what I said. I said he's a lawyer. He can only divulge certain information, so he has to be careful what he says. I did not say very direct. Stop lying on me. Stop lying on me. You understand me? Stop lying.
Sure. Okay. Based on what you just said,
I'm interrupting you again. You will never get nothing out.
So Boxing Hacker, at one time, bro, you got to pick one, bro. First, you just put up a tweet that said that they were circling the block. Who was they talking about?
Right, so they're talking about Tank, right?
Okay, so how can you say he not talking about Tank when he was talking about the preliminary discussions?
Saying he was never offered a fight. Hold on, okay, that's the question. I'm saying he was never offered a fight in 2024. 2025 came around. Tank, they never revisited because that's what Tank had another fight lined up. He was supposed to fight Lamont Roach rematch, and then he was supposed to fight Jake Paul.
You just sat up here 3 times in a row and said that we don't know what he was talking about.
The revisiting of Shakur Stevenson never came
Boxing Hacker. Bro, you don't listen to what you say, bro. No, you just literally just sat there and said that we didn't know who they was talking about.
Hold on, why do I get cut off? Hold on a second. Hold on.
But you got to clear up your points, bro. You just sat there and said they didn't know who they was talking about.
Hold on. Again. When it comes to what Espinosa said, he never said a one-fight deal for Tank.
So who the fuck was Shakur talking about?
Right. Do you want me to guess?
My nigga, who would they? You just said
again,
Tank.
I don't need to guess why because he never.
You just said Tank, bro.
I'm here. I'm not paraphrasing what he's saying. I'm quoting it, right? I don't need to summarize the things that didn't happen. He never said there was a one-fight deal for Tank on 2024. He never said that. In the last video y'all saw, he never said it was for Tank. All he ever said in that it was that they had preliminary talks, which means discussion before
He
negotiation.
did say Tank. What do you mean?
He did not.
There's a clip what Shakur
Okay.
said, Steven Espinoza, are you talking about a fight for me and Tank? He said, yes, a fight for you
I'm
and
not
Tank.
talking about this video. Can you hold on?
I'm talking about the video she just played.
No, I'm talking about the video before that.
The question was about Tank. The interviewer asked him about Tank.
All that shit happened in 2024 boxing hackers.
Again,
Espinoza responded to
I will
this
continue.
talk about Tank
Well,
and
before- can I have my
Shakur. They
time
were
back?
talking about Tank in both
Can
videos.
I have my time
It
back?
says
Jesus
it.
Christ, hold on.
Boxing
No,
hackers,
no,
but those
you
Just
just
Again.
old school in the building, yo.
Again and again. In that initial interview that you showed, not the shade room, not Sway Universe, the one before that.
that happened in 2024.
Yes, the one before that. The
Yep. Bird Weezy has spoken. I put 10 fingers on your head, man. 2 slaps to the face, and he spoke, bro. He put $20 on your head, and Hacker has been removed. I definitely appreciate you for hitting the link, though, Boxing Hacker. Being that it was your first time over here, man, you was coming in hot. All right. I have to admit, you came in hot, but you gotta go. All right. Money speaks to me.
And I'm so sorry for but he will blatantly lie. The whole video was about Tank versus
Salute Bird Weezy.
Shakur. It's crazy. Like, what is wrong? Like, he
That's
just
my only
refuses.
issue. Like, what is his like? You can't say in one breath we don't know who he was talking about, but then you say he was talking about Tank when you posted the fucking tweet.
Exactly. So right. See, so he said we don't know if it's talking about Tank, but then he's saying in a tweet that he denied about an offer for Tank, but the tweet. Okay, but then wait a minute. Let me see. This. Does the tweet even have Tank's name in it? Let me see. Oh my God, it does not. Wait a minute. So
I ain't even look at the tweet, man. You don't play around with me, man.
Y'all, the tweet does not even have Tank's name in it. So he said because despite the fact that the interviewer asked Espinoza about Tank and Shakur, because Espinoza didn't say the name again in his response, he don't know about Tank. But then he used Shakur's tweet that also don't mention Tank to confirm that Tank never wanted to fight. Like, what? The man.
Yeah, he be tripping, bro.
Oh man, yo. Y'all are hilarious. I have to admit, straight up. It was some other stuff I wanted to talk about. We haven't talked about this for a little minute. Here she is. I was wondering why she left so abruptly. Hold on, let me get my stuff.
That was my bad, y'all. But yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. He I think we have to start ignoring that man. I think he's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Salute, y'all. Be smooth.
My bad, I had to get my stuff. Thank you, Paige.
All right, no doubt, no doubt.
Appreciate you for coming through here, y'all. I think you seen Boxing Hacker up here. You couldn't help it, huh? You couldn't help yourself. You couldn't help yourself. Oh man, but no, okay. I wanted to say a couple of things that I seen that was going on. Africa said that Shakur is supposed to drop the titles after beating Tito. He said Tito Mercado is in line to fight for the WBO at 140 pounds, man. I did not know that. I thought he was down the line, like ranked number 7 or 8 or something like that for the WBO. But Africa is saying that he's closer than I thought. And I'm with that. I think Tito Mercado should get a chance. Do you know who that is, Juke? At 140?
I do. I don't mind that fight. I like Tito Mercado.
I like him too. It seemed like he want to fight damn near everybody at Top Rank that's been coming up with him. He got like some type of vendetta versus Shakur, Shushu Carrington, Keyshawn Davis, like a lot of people. It's like a whole group of guys. It's not, he don't got, I don't think anything happened with him and Shushu, but he's friends with it. He's like, it's like a group, a whole group. He's trying to fight the whole group.
It's like the whole crew. He want the whole crew.
he got beef with Keyshawn though. He got true beef with Keyshawn, and I think he may have some beef with Shakur. If not, he does now. But I remember him calling out Shakur, and Shakur went into his DMs on IG and told him if he see his mother, he gonna spit on him. That's what he said. That's what Shakur. That's what Shakur said to Tio. Yeah, I mean, said to Tito Mercado on the DMs on Instagram.
Something like that.
Yeah, somebody that don't like women, in my opinion.
I've never. That's something I never heard of. I didn't even know that happened. That's crazy. It's not that deep. Like why would you be that?
If you go to his IG, I think it's still there. If you go to Tito Mercado IG, he screenshotted and posted it, and it made it to YouTube. I made a video about it. Suit the Cuzzo Just Do made spoke about it in his live. I think it got out. It got out.
That's nasty. Now that's nasty. I don't know what be going on with Shakur sometimes, and I can't get behind that one. Come on, leave mama's out there.
I just don't like when he argue with certain men. He bring up a woman. I can't rock with that at all.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't understand why the families got just leave. Yeah, I don't know. It's like just fight them or don't fight them. I don't know, but I don't understand why it gotta be that deep.
It's just words. Cuss at them back. Say back. Why you gotta bring up somebody? It'll be a daughter, somebody's girl, or somebody's mother.
Yeah, I remember one of the other thing that really I was like, come on now, you're doing too much Shakur was when he got into it with Kenny, and he brought up in his daughter. I'm like, why you got how's she doing it?
I don't know. Africa also said that it's time for him to either unify at 140 or move up. I think he's better off moving up. He's not going to unify with nobody. Yeah, because Tio was his best bet, for real. And Tio's about to fight Shakur and drop the title. So that's more work. You feel me? He would have to fight, Matias or Gary Antoine Russell. I don't see that happening. Him moving up and being at 147 and trying to get a Devin Haney fight is more feasible, in my opinion. I still like that fight. I still want to see Africa, Richardson Hitchens versus Devin Haney. And at 147, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good fight. I wouldn't mind that fight. But I actually wouldn't mind like the fight I really wanted. I wanted him versus Tio, and I actually would like to see him versus Gary Antoine, but I guess we ain't gonna get that. I want to see somebody fight Gary Antoine. I want to see.
Yeah, I would like to see Gary Antoine mix it up too. But don't you think he should come out more and challenge people more? Like be out on the scene. Like I think that's just the Russells. Like all of y'all do that. Y'all just stay hidden from the cameras, from the sport. Like be seen, talk more.
Yeah, I think certain people just don't have that. Like some people. Yeah, and especially him. I think he's super quiet. I think Mr. Gary will talk, but even then, that's few and far between. Gary Antoine just don't seem. I mean, he's a better. He just don't like calling people out. I mean, he'll do it a little bit, but not like that. He seemed like this type.
He tweeted,
right?
He tweeted like social media would pick up on it and make a video about it. You know, he tweeted that he want to see da 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 da. Like I don't even see that. Like I don't know what Gary wants.
I didn't even know listen to this. I didn't even know that man had a Twitter.
I don't know if he has one either. But I'm just saying, like, even if he don't want to talk, I don't even know what he wants. Like when it comes to a lot of champions, they'll tell you what they want. They'll tell you they want to fight this or they want to unify this year. They want to do it. I don't even know what he wants.
Well, one time he did say, I do recall him saying once. This is like a while back that he wanted to unify. He did say he wanted to unify once. Like I remember him saying that like in an interview, but like that was probably like the beginning of the year.
Ain't nobody gonna jump at that opportunity. He gonna have to call out another champion.
Yeah, he because of his style, he has a great style, right? Like for TV. But you know, you're a danger, you know, so you really gonna have to sell it. You really gonna have to get your name out there. I agree. Because 140 should be so much better than what it is.
They need to mix it up. They need to mix it up. And then you got Tiger Johnson and Moody. Matter of fact, we're gonna get there. But Connor Ben is ranked number 1 for the WBC, and at 147, and that's Mario Barrios. Like, in my opinion, Mario Barrios got a tough road.
Oh, he sure do.
He got a tough road coming
He
up.
really do.
He
He
got
really
everybody that won a champion at welterweight looking at him first. You know, he has no excuses though. He had a money fight with Tank. You just had a legacy and money fight with Manny Pacquiao. Like, it's time to fight now. It's time to fight somebody, and he's always been, you know, fighting good comp. You know, I see him fighting somebody good. So a tough fight in 126, maybe even in 2026 next year. Maybe even him losing his title. I don't know. But it's too many people gunning for him not to be in a good one next year. Yeah, Barrios food facts.
Yeah, Barrios, he didn't look too good. So unless he can, I don't know what he can do. But yeah, he might as well get that Ryan fight, you know, unless he can shock the world and overcome Ryan, because I don't know if they even have, because that's not official yet, right? Him and Ryan. I don't think him and Ryan are official.
I don't think so. They're trying to make it official. I don't see anything stopping it, but it's not official. No, I haven't seen that. Speaking of Conor Ben, I think that's probably going to be Rolly's biggest fight at 147. Is either going to be Conor Ben because he has, you know, the UK, or it's going to be Devin Haney at 147. It's not really no big money fights for Rolly. I understand that's what he's waiting for, and he don't want to, like, you know, lose his title or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But unless he move up and get out of the weight class, all he got is Conor Ben and Devin. What big fights do you see him having?
I mean, Rolly,
Devin, like, what do you got?
I think
got nothing in mind.
I think he's gonna try to fight Pac. I think after that he might try to fight. Who else is there? I keep forgetting. Who's the other champions? Devin, right? Rolly. Oh no, who's that? I keep forgetting who's at 147, yo. Wait a minute, is Rolly Barrios? Unless he tries to fight Barrios, but I think by that time Barrios might have gotten done dirty by that time. So yeah, you're right. I don't know.
It's Rolly, Barrios, Devin, and Crocker. Those are the champs, yo. But yeah, like it's Rolly. You feel me? Like Rolly, you would have to make a fight, make it, you know, in the lead up to like put butts in the seats for real. 147 ain't that deep with names that's gonna put big money in. Yeah. Manny Pacquiao was one, but I don't know if Manny would really get in there with Rolly. Rolly's a big guy, you feel me? But looking at Devin Haney at 147, I was looking at the people that was ranked under him under the WBO, okay, or whatever. What is it? Isn't it the WBO? That's what he got. Yeah, he got the WBO. Man, Devin got Karen as number 2. Roland Polanco is number 6, and Tiger Johnson is number 8. So it's names under there, and he has some other names, of course. I think Paro's even on there. I think number 1 is Jack Catterall.
I keep forgetting about him. I keep forgetting he's up there now.
Yeah, he's ranked number 1 under that title, but number 2 is Karen. Like, it's okay names at 147. Stanionis is the one that's like ranked number 14 or something. He nowhere near top 10, but Karen is ranked number 2. You know what I'm saying? I see him trying to get some UK fights. He's trying to get the Lewis Crocker title, and I understand that. But he got another. Jack Catterall is an okay fighter, but I don't see him beating Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it'd be a good fight though. I would like it. He reminds me of a bigger Loma, just not Catterall. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Karen. Karen reminds me of a slightly bigger Loma, a little bit, but Catterall, yeah, I don't see Catterall beating. I haven't seen Catterall in a minute. I gotta see him again. But yeah, 147 is just okay right now.
Yeah, Jack Catterall got a smooth kind of style. I don't know if that's gonna really work with Devin Haney, especially because he don't have no advantages over Devin. He don't have no height, size, or reach advantage, no speed, no advantage.
Well, yeah, then ain't gonna work.
Yeah, salute to you, Randall. He said old guys are Rolly's Achilles tendon is funny. I don't think he's ever gonna live that down, yo. He's never gonna live that down that he got dropped and hurt by that old fighter.
Yeah. Okay. I have to drop off, Ash, but it was thank you for having me. I have to go somewhere.
Definitely appreciate you.
Okay, thanks for having me. Y'all have a good afternoon.
Sure, thank you.
Thanks.
Ray Vargas was the champion at 126, and he's now the champion in recess due to a broken leg. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Shushu Carrington is fighting Carlos Castro for a vacant WBC title. I thought it was an interim title or something like that. It's not. This is supposed to be a vacant WBC title because, and that's Ray Vargas' title at 126 because he broke his leg and can't fight. So shout out to Shushu about to actually go for his first title January 31st on this undercard. Carlos Adames is also on the undercard. He's going to be knocking out Amma Williams, in my opinion. Amma Williams is a good fighter. I like him, but his defense is not up to par for a champion at that weight class, period. Especially not for somebody like a Carlos Adames. It's going to be really hard for Amma Williams to even hit Adames, in my opinion. Also on the 31st, besides that card, you got the card in Puerto Rico. Xander Zayas is going to be fighting that other guy that has the title. Xander has the WBO. He's going to be fighting that Abbas Baruz or whatever his name is. He has the WBA. So that's going to be a unification fight. All the good fights is coming up next Saturday, next week. January got some good fights, but yeah, we pretty dry today. But January 21st on the zone, you have Andy Cruz. He's going to be fighting Mortala for Mortala's IBF belt. And Mortala got skills or whatnot, but, because Andy Cruz is, like, in my opinion, Andy Cruz does everything better than Mortala. Mortala is just somebody that's too big for the weight class, but Andy Cruz is a thinker. I think that fight's going to be easy. Well, I shouldn't say easy. I shouldn't say that. But I think Andy Cruz shouldn't have much problem with Mortala. When I think about how Tevin Farmer was fighting Mortala and just the way it looked, and I was surprised that that fight wasn't closer or even Tevin Farmer winning that fight. Man, he can't do that versus somebody young and kind of twitchy when he wants to be with an awkward style like Andy Cruz. I think it's going to be a totally different fight. My guy Ejit Cabriel is fighting somebody named Damon on the zone January 10th for the WBC interim title. It's a vacant WBC interim title that Jader Herrera or whatever his name is, he's going to be fighting Ricardo Nunez, and that's going to be for Shakur's WBC, basically. For Shakur's WBC, that's going to be a vacant fight for that. That Hadier dude, the dude that called out Shakur the funny way, and he was like, "Yo, I kill you. Don't play with me. Send a contract." that guy, yeah, is the guy that was calling out Shakur. That's a fact. I stopped liking Mortala after he called Tevin a run. He wasn't running in that fight, man. He gave you a good boxing lesson. I didn't even know he said that. Yeah, I got Andy. Yeah, he's going to cook him. In my opinion. I ain't no baby. Don't play with me. Yeah, he is fighting for and it's just crazy, like how everything works. You feel me? Because soon as Bud was like, I don't care about the WBC. Now Shakur tweeting that WBC shit don't move me, and he about to drop it or whatever, move up, fight in the fight for WBO, drop that too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, so are you gonna fight at 135 or 140? Both fights, you're not gonna have a title. You're not gonna have a title in either weight class, and you cool with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is it? You know what I'm saying? It just seems weird. Some people are saying he's running from Medulla Mason. Some people say he running from Andy Cruz, and now you got this Adair coming up, this Javier guy coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I don't know what's going on. I think it just all looks weird. It all looks weird, yo. I don't know why he would drop his title and move up to fight for a title that he's going to drop again. Like, it's weird to me. It's real weird. He's ready for a fight. Yeah, definitely is. He definitely is. January got some good ones coming up. Shout out to Keith Cologne. Keith Cologne, my bad. Salute to Khalif Cologne. He's Kenneth Cologne. January 10th on pay-per-view. He's gonna be on that undercard. Yo, shout out to him for being on that pay-per-view card, even though, shout out to him for making it on the card. He's gonna be fighting somebody named Alberto. It's going to be an 8-round fight, and it's going to be on the undercard of the Matias versus Dalton Smith card in New York, in Brooklyn, New York, on January 10th. What else we got? Yeah. They say that Keyshawn is going to be fighting. He has a Jermaine Ortiz fight. And we spoke about that a little bit, and I'm just going to stick to the fact that it's going to be an entertaining fight, and it's going to be a back-and-forth fight, too, if Jermaine Ortiz is coming in shape and ready to fight, won't get gas or whatnot. Jermaine Ortiz, being that he's a boxer for real, this is something I haven't seen Keyshawn fight. Is somebody that actually is good on their feet, you know what I mean? And they're a boxer. They're not a come-for a puncher, a brawler, or a rugged fighter, and that's usually what we've seen Keyshawn be in, is the people that fight those types of styles, you know what I'm saying? And those are very entertaining fights. The most of a boxer he's fought, it seemed like, was Albright. for real. And he's really not that big of a boxer in the first place. Not on Jermaine Ortiz level anyway. So it's probably gonna be a competitive fight for real. Teal versus Shakur Stevenson. I got Shakur Stevenson. I don't think it's anything that's going to waver the way I feel. Teal is a good fighter. Out of all the stuff that I say about Teal, yeah, I don't like him and all the other stuff. He's a good fighter, man. Nobody can really say that he's not. But it all depends on what type of Teal you're going to get on the night. You feel me? And being that Shakur Stevenson has spoken high about Teal a bunch of times before Teal was really out there. They used to call him Gordo, him in Africa, and say good things and uplift Teal. It's been a lot of trainers that said good things about Teal. So he's not going to be in there. He's not going to be an easy fight. And I'm more than sure Shakur knows that, being that he's moving up and having a first fight at 140 versus Teal, and somebody that it seems like he may be familiar with, regardless if they sparred or not, which I think they did. It was only a couple of rounds. But I think Shakur knows that Teal is a foe that can knock him off of his horse. And Teal should know that as well about Shakur. So it's going to be a good fight, regardless of what anybody says. But I can't agree that Teal was never undisputed at 135, bro. I'm not doing that. But salute to everybody that came in the building, man. Salute to everybody that came in the building. I'm your hating ass homeboy there. Oh my gosh, yo. You talking about me? I'm emotional. You haven't been in here the whole time. You came in here right when I was about to leave just to say that I was emotional. Man, if you think I'm emotional today, you ain't seen nothing yet. And I haven't even said I've been chilling this whole time. I've been chilling. Do not sit still. Yeah, he don't. Stephen Brown. Never, right? Hopefully, I didn't do nothing to be emotional. But salute to everybody that came in the building, man. It's been a good one. I hope everybody liked the stream and hit that like button and share it if you can. and sub to the channel if you like the channel and you have not subbed already. Please support the channel. I'm here every week talking this boxing talk like I've been doing for years, right? Try to make videos and I make shorts. This is really not nothing to talk about besides this, these interviews and stuff right now. There's no fights going on right now. January is about to start. We're about to start the new year. Hopefully everybody's blessed and ready to start something positive, something different. You know what I mean? Not no new year, new you, no BS like that. But, hopefully everybody's striving to be a better you in 2026, okay? A healthier you in 2026, all right? Salute to everybody that came in the building. Peace and blessings. Love and soul. Holla at your girl. Peace.